everybody! Cheaper by the Dungeon, episode 3. Connor, you're here?
Yeah, maybe.
Jacob.
Yes, I sure am.
Adam.
Hello, welcome.
And the crew's all together. Let's go on a field trip. Field trip to underneath the ground, because that's where we are currently. To catch you up from last...
Really? I picture this place more of like a long hall. I didn't know we were going down. That makes me a little more nervous.
roll for paranoia. Roll for fear.
No.
No, yeah, we are under the ground. So basically what happened was you guys met the Greeters Guild. You got your minds checked, and tensions were high, and friends were made, and Bramble Patch packs were made. And then you basically just shot these mindless apes with arrows for like 30 minutes. And then you went into this mausoleum, and you went down some stairs all this way, and you met a chimp with a bow tie and slicked back hair and a clipboard. And they led the three of you, as well as Blackjack and Yogurt, down the left hall, and the other greeters went down the right. Also, I should mention, Zippy has a Greeters Guild jacket now, I guess, because he took it off a dead, crumpled hotbox body, which was dark.
Dude, I don't know why he's still even in the dungeon. I should just walk out and just...
You've achieved your goal. Anyways, you went down, you did a seesaw puzzle, and went through that, and now you are in a coliseum, and the clipboard monkey has now just said it's the beginning of a trial of strength for Felix Peterson, who he believes is currently Normandy. And yeah, this whole dungeon was apparently made for Felix, and you guys are in it. So
I still don't understand the relationship between Felix and this mentor guy. I can't wait to find that out.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's find out. You guys ready?
So, guys, I don't know. Should I use my red dice or my blue dice today? I always have a hard time deciding.
What's rolling better?
Like it goes, man, see, it goes back and forth. My blue dice, sometimes I get like a great day. Other times it's like critical ones all day. We'll go blue. We're going to go blue. The blue dice. Hey, look, roll the natural 20 right there.
That's the one. Use that one.
Yeah, you just used up all the luck, man. It's all gone.
Frig, it's going to be a 1 next time.
That's true. You did use up the luck. Okay.
So I don't mean to break the illusion. Take us in, Seth.
Yeah, okay. Buckle up, boys. Okay, so yeah, you are in this coliseum underneath the ground, and there's some sunlight coming through from above because you're basically underneath this great big tree. There's roots dangling from the ceiling, and there's a dead tree ant, which is just this big tree being, but it's dead and lying in the center of the Colosseum area. The stands are filled with chanting chimps and apes and everything, and they're all going wild and cheering for this fight. And yeah, the clipboard monkey has just announced a trial of strength. So the 5 of you, Blackjack and Yogurt are there, of course, are standing just outside of the entrance that you've gone into this like Colosseum area. And as soon as the monkey said, "Let us begin the trial of strength," and then all the chimps went nuts, and just jumping over the dead tree ant body it was hiding behind, apparently, it lands right in front of you. Dust cloud comes from the dirt, and you see this giant ape, and it's wielding a large great sword. The monkey with the clipboard says, "Felix, this should be no problem for you, I am sure. Please take care of this trial quickly." And then the monkey scurries off to the right side of the Colosseum, where you see another gate like the one you just entered through. Please roll initiative.
Oh gosh.
I actually don't want to roll.
Wait, are we forced into this initiative? We can't talk about what we were seeing?
Sure, you can talk about it, but the monkey's gonna attack soon, like very soon.
Well, okay. No, we're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Before we roll initiative.
I'll give you it as a free action, but roll initiative first.
Who says we're okay? Well,
you can talk when you're in combat as well, so it's fine. Just roll initiative, please.
All right, I rolled a 2. All right, if you really wanted that, they rolled a 2.
Wow.
Are we at dexterity to our initiative roll?
Yes, you do.
Okay, yeah, 15.
Okay. What did you get, Darian?
That was a 13.
And Zippy, what did you get?
Actually, with the modifier dexterity, it's a 5.
Okay.
Dang, what'd you roll, man?
A 2. I said a 2.
Oh, I missed that.
Okay, so you see this large ape, and you see its fur. Like there's patches where there's no fur, and where there's just scars from previous battles. This looks like a war-torn ape, and it's large. It's about like 15 feet tall, so it's big. And
15 feet tall.
yeah, and it's standing on its 2 legs, and it's got a giant greatsword. No little steel hat like the entrance apes. But, yeah, so that's who you're fighting, and Normandy, you are up first. But if you want to do that free action conversation, you can do that now.
I would like Normandy. This seems like a pretty easy test for you. I imagine that you'll have no problem dealing with this ape here.
Well, Zippy, we're friends. We're friends forever. I know you're gonna help me with this, right?
Well, let's talk about it then. Well, it seems that this is a series of intricate tests that we're in right now. It started with the swing, teeter-totter thing, and now we're here. It can't be as simple as a normal fight. We have to think.
You know what? I actually think Zippy may be onto something here. Normandy, I think you got this.
Well, look, now that everyone's had their say.
Normandy, I think that maybe you should do the ultimate form of a strength test. This is a strength test, so I think maybe your best bet might be a simple old arm wrestle with this big ape right here.
The giant ape starts raising its greatsword.
Oh my! Okay, I say, Zippy, you know
and
what?
And its green eyes are flaring.
All right, let me just see if he's up for the challenge. I'll spot you one, Normandy. I would like to use my natural skill of talking to animals. I would like to do that. Yes, Jacob would.
You want to speak with this animal real quick?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Can I just do that?
Yeah, yes. So you see this giant ape. It's slowly raising its heavy greatsword. Its green eyes are flaring with color. Yeah. What do you say?
Listen to me, you big man. There must be a reason that you were purposely hiding behind that entry. This is very much a big day for you, isn't it?
You hear it just say, it interrupts you. It interrupts you and just says, "Kill Felix," and the greatsword comes slamming down on your group as they're trying to socialize with this killer ape. All of you make a dexterity check.
No. Okay.
I did my best, Normandy, but it seems like we're
Zippy,
gonna
look
have
out,
to
run!
show this.
Okay. Are we just dexterity to that?
Okay. Yeah, dexterity check.
You might be proficient in your saving. Well, you might.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not a saving throw. It's just a check.
Or sorry, yes, saving
checks
throw.
and saving
Yeah,
throws are
sorry,
different.
saving throw.
Then it's 11.
Yeah, I got after everything 22.
Wow. Okay,
I
I'm like
got-
19 plus 5, baby.
I got a 4.
okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Zippy, no.
It makes sense. I mean, I put myself out there.
No, that's true. It's true.
Shoot. What's the damage?
Did you roll? What did you get, Normandy?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 11.
Oh, 11, okay. So this greatsword is raised, and as Zippy was trying to converse with it, it's just, only Zippy heard it, but it said, "Kill Felix," and the greatsword comes slamming down. Darian, because he's aware of the situation and a competent individual, he dodges to the side, and Normandy and Zippy get the full brunt of this greatsword, and you each take 8 damage.
Oh, boy. Ow.
And it comes slamming down. So yeah, take that away from your health.
That's what we get for game planning.
I did my best. You're the one who's supposed to be doing this. I'd helped you out.
So Normandy, it is technically your turn right now.
I'm gonna. Okay, so how did it cut me?
It just came slamming down and it cut you. You have a slash across your chest. Zippy's ear has a little cut now, the one that's not flopped. But yeah,
Okay,
you're still doing okay.
Okay, I dance away. I
Yeah.
put my rapier away.
Okay.
And I pull out my accordion. And I say, "Why do we want to fight? Why must we fight? Can't we see that we're all friends here?" And I start playing a little song that goes, "War! Huh, what is it good for?" And I cast Calm Emotions.
Okay. So calm emotions. Cast it away. I believe. Could you describe that spell for the listeners?
Sure, yeah. So you attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people. Each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range must make a charisma saving throw. A creature can choose to fail this saving throw if it wishes. If it fails, I can choose one of the following two effects. I can suppress any effect, causing it to be charmed or frightened, or I can make it indifferent to myself or creatures around me.
Okay.
And then if it gets attacked, it wears off.
Okay. So you're casting this?
Yeah,
where are you casting the point that you're choosing?
Right on the ape.
Okay. So you guys are in that sphere as well. So you're all going to have to make this check as well. So it's a charisma saving throw. So everybody roll.
As an Eladrin, I get advantage on charisma saving throws.
I got a 19.
Oh.
I got an 18.
All right. And the DC is for you, I believe, is 14, right, Normandy?
13. Oh, yeah, 13.
13. Okay. So, sorry, what did you get, Zippy?
19.
Okay, and Darian, you got hired too. So Zippy and Darian are okay. You do not get affected by this calm emotion. You still have your wits about you. Yogurt, however, he's also in the sphere, but they didn't get hit by the attack. They're still at the entrance and kind of cowering in fear. But Yogurt got hit by it as well, so can be affected. And the ape as well is affected. What would you like to do to the ape?
I say, "Hey, do you know what? It's okay." And I'm still kind of singing my song, but intermittently I'm kind of saying, "Let's just relax. Let's put the sword down. Let's move away from the blade. In fact, you know what? You come over here. And I'm kind of leading him away from... If he puts it down, I'm leading him away from the sword.
Okay. So you're trying to make it indifferent to you, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to make it like, I don't want to fight.
Okay. As you cast this calm emotion spell, you see its green eyes start to flicker. It's like they're turning on and off. Yes. And you can see that it starts to drain, and actually the green eyes somehow break, and it's just regular giant ape eyes.
He's crying, isn't he?
And he's crying. Actually, there is a tear because he's like, "What have I done?" You see the eyes turn off though, and it's very confused as to where it is. It has no idea where it is and has no idea why it's holding this sword. It drops this sword to the ground, and it pretty much doesn't notice you, Normandy, because it's indifferent to you. And your friends, but it sees all the other apes around it, and they're all like freaking out, and the giant ape is starting to get startled, and it starts running into the stands and just punching a bunch of these apes. You're still in combat though, but it's going like wild. Like it was like scared, it's frightened, it feels like it's cornered, and it's just starting to lash out at everything, but it doesn't notice you guys currently.
Okay, I run. Do I still have my movement?
Yes.
Okay, I run up and I grab the greatsword.
It's quite large, but yes, you grab it. It's like you're holding it, but it's on the ground.
Like,
do you want to try and use it?
How epic does it look on me?
Well, currently you're just bent over. You're bent over and just holding a sword on the ground because you can make a strength check to lift it if you'd like.
Oh, holy smokes! How big is this thing? Okay, I make a strength check.
Okay, do it. I'll say this is a bonus action, then your turn's done.
Okay,
Darian, you're up
17,
next, by the way.
16.
All right.
16. You try to lift this sword, and it raises off the ground a bit, but you cannot hoist it over your shoulder or even swing it. So,
I go, yeah, that's not going up. That's not coming with me.
yeah. You see the giant ape, it's still just going to town in the stands now. It's not even in the arena. And you just see the chimps are like running and screaming, and it's chaos. Darian, your turn.
All right. As Darren kind of watches this all unfold and is really kind of a little bit confused as to what happened, all of a sudden a sharp pain shoots through his head, and he just kind of freezes for a moment, and then the sharp pain hits him again, and he falls to one knee, and then suddenly starts to feel extremely nauseous, and is dazed and confused, and has no really idea what's going on, and falls to a knee for a moment, and stands up and starts stumbling around. And as he's stumbling around, he's holding his head, and he's so confused. What is going on? Oh, Archfey, help me! What is this pain? And
Darian, is it your time of the month?
I don't-
Is that what's happening right now?
and Darian,
Are you okay?
Darian bumps into Zippy.
Okay.
And Zippy face steps.
Hey, get away from me!
So Darian stumbles over, bumps into Zippy, and Zippy, you try to like balance him or push him back. As soon as he touches you, Zippy gets teleported about... Yeah, Zippy's in the stands now with the rest of the chimps. You got teleported.
What? I'm in harm's way.
And Darian,
Yeah,
you're still kind of
from a far
stumbling, but your head
distance.
feels a little clearer after you bumped him and face stepped him.
Oh, Zippy. Oh, dear God, Zippy. Oh my gosh, how'd you get up there?
Darian, I hate you! What? I'm all the way back here!
I'm so
Where's
sorry.
Zippy?
I have no idea what just happened. I'm so sorry. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Hold on, what did we just see? What happened?
Okay, Zippy, it's your turn now. And currently, you're among all these, like, screaming chimps. And some of them are starting to attack the giant one. And as soon as it got attacked, your spell, your calm emotions thing, kind of wears off a bit. So it starts noticing you guys. But it just sees you as, like, you know, part of the chaos. But basically, the giant ape is starting to make its way towards you, Zippy, in the stands, while, like, flinging all these small chimps to the side. What do you do?
Oh boy.
You're in its path, its war path, where it's just crushing everything.
Right, so... I basically from what I just experienced with Darian there, and the fact that I've never experienced anything like that before. The only conclusion that Zippy can draw from the fact that he just got teleported from a simple touch from Darian is that whenever anyone touches Darian, they obviously will be teleported. So so because I've experienced such like a heavy hit from this monkey, I would feel Zippy's not feeling super confident about it. So what Zippy's going to do is lead the monkey towards Darian in hopes that the monkey can touch Darian and teleport him away.
Hey.
In any means. He hasn't told Darian this plan. I just simply look at Darian, and then I understand there's a lot of monkeys, so I use my scurry feet and hop on their heads through the stands back out into the arena. Towards Darian.
Okay, so it's going to be rough terrain because it's like a crowd, but yes, it should be enough to make it back out of the stands and hop down to the ground. So you're there now.
All right, and then from the is the ape following me?
No, it's
It
just
seemed
still
that
in the stands, but it's coming to where you basically just jumped out of the stands very soon. You can't tell if it's following you or not, though.
All right. Well, then I'd like to use my animal I'd be able to talk to him. I would like to kind of shout out to him. Hey, I understand we got off on the wrong foot back there. Maybe you don't remember. You seem a bit confused, but come follow me, and I can get you some help.
What's going on? What are you saying?
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
This is the least combat I've ever done.
Oh, booyah. That is a 20 with modifiers.
Boom.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, sorry. I didn't expect this plan to work. Okay.
Help! Where?
Over here. I'm your good friend Zippy. But you may not remember, but we had a wild night last night. Someone must have slipped something in your drink, and here you are. Follow me, and I can bring you back.
Okay.
And it jumps out of the stands and it lands in the arena. But because it angered a bunch of chimps, they start overflowing and flowing into the arena as well. They're coming after and to attack the large giant ape. And you're in its path, and they're going to start attacking you guys soon in the next turn phase.
The monkeys?
The next round.
Can I still talk to him?
Yep.
Or am I
Yep.
done?
But he's in the Coliseum arena now. The rest are starting to make their way over the stands and into the arena as well. But you still have time. But it's with you now, and it's like,
Where to?
On second thought, we're right where we need to be. You see, the problem is that the people who slipped the thing into your drink that made you so confused are those monkeys right around us. You don't know any of them, do you?
Some seem familiar, but I think I know that one.
and that he points, and there's one that's just kind of sitting in the back of the stands, and they're still cheering, and they're like, yeah.
Now that I remember, that's the one who actually slipped the thing into you last night. That's how you know him.
Greg? Why?
And the Greg, the chimp in the stands, is like, woo, yeah. And then the giant ape's like, what the hell? What are you doing? Why'd you do that? Why? He's just really confused as to why an old friend, Greg, drugged them. He's still very he's slowly coming towards what you're suggesting as the situation.
Now, before you go, since we met last night, and now that I've helped you find kind of what's going on, you need to repay us. Can you tell us the quickest way to get out of this little arena here? Do you know this place?
Screw you, Greg!
And he gives the finger to Greg. And he's like,
I don't know where we are.
and then he starts getting you're basically on the other side of this giant ape, and the chimps are starting to flood through his legs, and they're starting to cut up his legs, and the giant ape jumps and grabs a hold of the roots that are descending from the ceiling, and he's hanging up there, and he's like, get away. But there's a lot of chimps that are trying to get him, and some see you, especially you, Zip, because you're helping him, and they're starting to move your way. Specifically, 3 chimps move from the pack.
How high did he jump?
So the roots are somewhat low hanging, so they're about 10 feet in the air would be the closest one that he grabbed, but he's about 15 feet up now because he climbed up a bit. But some of the chimps are forming a human tower to get up to him. Or a human chimp tower, but some move from the pack towards you guys, specifically 3 chimps.
Oh my gosh, this is getting really out of
Can I just
hand.
have one more action?
One more free speech, yeah, sure, and then we'll go back to the top.
Oh no, I need an action, not a free speech.
An action? Well, you did persuade and everything, so I say you don't get that. You have to wait your next turn.
Okay. I'll just sit tight. We'll help you out quite soon.
Please help.
Wait,
I'm still talking.
okay.
Guys, I think this monkey's a lost cause. And then that's it.
Okay, I'm gonna slot in the new 3 chimps at the end of this like turn order, and then we'll go back to the top. Basically, 3 chimps have arrived, and they're closest to Zippy, but of course, Darian and Norman, you guys are not very far away. 2 of them start charging Zippy, and 1 starts heading over towards you guys, but 2 of them are gonna make attacks on Zippy. So what's your AC, Zippy?
It is 12, I believe. Yeah, 12.
Okay, one of them hits. It's just an unarmed attack, but one of them lunges at you and starts climbing on your back and like punching you in the face. It's like trying to grapple you while punch you. Okay, you take 2 damage, but it's starting to like constrict you as well a bit. But you're good, but only 2 damage. Mark that down. The other one missed.
Zippy, what are you at right now? How much health do you have?
I'm at 10 HP!
Okay. Uh-oh.
As he says that, he gets bopped in the face. Okay, the other one is coming towards you, Darian, and it's going to lunge at you. Please tell me your AC.
That's going to be a 14.
After I rolled, it didn't matter. The monkey jumps at you, trying to kind of grapple you as well while punching, but it like falls backwards and misses, and it hits the floor and is prone. It like really flubbed that attack, but it's behind you now. Now we're back up to Norman. It is your turn.
Okay, so there's 1 monkey engaged with Darian and 1 engaged
There's
with Zippy.
2 engaged with Zippy. One of them missed.
Oh. Okay, but I see that Zippy's outnumbered. I look at Darian, I see... Darian, you good?
And Darian shakes his head for a moment. Yeah, I think I'm all right now. My head feels a lot more clear.
Okay, I'll be back to save you in a bit. And I go and I run towards Zippy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna... Okay, I'm kind of assuming that I hook my accordion back away, kind of like in my pouch or on my belt or something like that.
Sure.
And I'm gonna take out my rapier and I'm just gonna run up to behind the chimp that's grappling Zippy, hopefully flanking him. We'll see. And I'm just gonna slash him across the back with my rapier.
Awesome. Roll to hit.
Okay.
With advantage, because it's kind of like really focused on Zippy as well.
That's really good, because that first one was a 2. 1! No!
Okay.
No!
So you get the 2.
A 1 and a 2.
This is the worst rescue mission I've ever seen.
Man, what the heck?
At least you get
I rolled a 20 before.
You really did use up all the luck. At least you get the 2, not the 1.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to end up stabbing myself. Okay, so plus dex, that's going to be 3. No, 4.
Yeah, that still doesn't hit. Basically, this chimp is like kind of grappling and on Zippy, on his back. And you come up to slash it, and it kind of pulls on Zippy's ear, making Zippy stumble backwards, and you swing at where they were and completely miss. Now, Darian, it is your turn. There's the 1 monkey that was trying to engage with you, but is now prone on the floor behind you, and then the 2 over near Zippy.
All right, so I'm going to turn, and I'm going to draw my sword, and as you do, you see it extend slightly, and it looks as though the blade itself is shifting and in separate pieces, and it locks into place, and he looks at this monkey and just goes, "Oh, damn it, I hate migraines," and I'm going to swing at the monkey on the ground.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That is going to be a 13.
Okay, yes, that hits. Roll damage.
All right, and I'm just using it one-handed right now because I haven't said otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just 1d8 plus 5. That is going to be 11 damage.
Okay.
6
That
plus
was
5,
very
baby.
good. That was really good. So, yeah, you go over there, you raise your sword and just plunge it into its chest while it's lying on the ground, and you have slain this monkey. It is down for the count. Just one and done, clean.
Right. And what I would like to do is, after pulling my sword back out of the ground, I want to sprint over and kind of like body check one of the other monkeys attacking Zippy.
Sure. The one that's on his back, or the one that's in front of him that missed?
The one that's in front of him that missed. I'm just going to kind of like body check it out of the way.
All right. Yeah, do it. Please roll just to body check. Yeah, roll the hit, basically.
Roll the body check.
And add your strength.
Strength? Yeah, that's only going to be 6.
Okay. Yeah, you go to body check this ape, but you end up weirdly hugging it, and you kind of like just fall. You like bump into each other, and he stumbles a bit, but now he's focused on you. But yeah, you didn't like knock it to the ground or push it very far away. Okay, Zippy, it is your turn. So you have this ape on your back. It's not really grappling. It's just kind of like holding on to you. So it's not like restricting or anything like that. You can still kind of attack it, but it's just loosely on your back. And it was punching you in the face. What do you do?
Is it like, I'm pretty small. Like, how small is this monkey if he's on my back?
It's just a chimp. It's like kind of like standing. It's like over top. Yeah.
So he's kind of like doing kind of like a lover's hug from behind.
Kinda, but it's not restricting. It's not technically a grappled in terms of D&D talk.
Before I
in terms of the rules,
action, I would. Which team do you play on? What are you doing like behind me? This is kind of invasive.
It just keeps bopping you in the face,
oh
in your little nose.
Hey, that's my little nose. All right, that does it. All right, and so I would like to kind of put my 2 like paws behind me and dig my claws into his arms and kind of like judo throw him over myself.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
Like bend over front so that he like flips over and intending to land on his back.
Sure. Please roll and add your strength to that. And I'm gonna roll to see if he can hold on.
That's just a really D20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, D20.
All right, that's 17.
Okay. Yeah, you just grab your claws, dig into its arm, and it kind of squeals a bit, and you throw it over your shoulder, as you said, and it just slams into the ground, and it's prone. Yeah.
And I can do an action now, right? Attack action.
Yeah, I'll say that was just the bonus action, just to get him kind of away from you. Sure.
And so I pull up my quarterstaff and I just aim for the head with just like a nice like quick swing down.
Sure. Please roll to hit.
Sorry, a little table. All right, that is a 9. Yeah, 9.
A 9? Okay. Even though this chimp is just lying on the ground before you, and you go to like just slam your quarterstaff into its skull, it kind of like rolls over in pain, and you hit where its head was, and you miss.
Oh, bother. I need more practice with this. Darian, you need to show me some moves after this. You've got a few good ones I've seen.
Yeah, let's just get out of this room quickly, and then we can talk about it later.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so
Sure, it's a date.
it's the chimp that's now focused on Darian. It's their turn, and they stumbled back, and they're looking at you now, and they're just going to straight up try and claw your face, Darian. So they're rolling the hit. And your AC was 14, you said?
Yes.
Okay. So this chimp goes to scratch your face. It raises its claw, or its paw, and it comes down and it scratches your face a bit for 3 damage. And as soon as it does, it gets teleported like 20 feet just away in the arena.
Oh God! It happened again.
And you just see it back there being like, what? Just like really confused. But yeah, that's what happened. Now it's the other chimp's turn that is now on the ground. It needs to spend its full action just getting up from prone. And then it just starts scrambling away to rejoin the other monkey that that ran away. But Zippy, you get an attack of opportunity because you were in combat with it, and it's trying to run away a bit.
All right.
man.
Well, I since the quarterstaff is quite long, I try to I just push it out and try and trip him while he tries to run away.
Okay, so roll to hit.
That is a 12.
Okay, so you raise your quarterstaff and you're just trying to knock his legs out from under him, and as you do, roll damage.
You done got him, Zip. You done got him.
All right, that's actually a 6.
Okay.
Perfect.
As I said, you raise your quarterstaff, go to hit its legs, and you do, and you hear you broke its ankle. It slams to the floor, and it's like crawling away to its companion now.
Never mind, Darian. I've got some sick moves.
Oh, gosh. Well done.
Okay, it is going all the way back up to Norman's turn.
Okay, so can I... Will it take up an action for me to look around this room a little bit?
It depends on how deeply you want it. Like just a perception kind of like check. I can tell you the surroundings around you, if like just the general. But if you want to look for something specific,
okay. First, are there any other openings in this room besides the one we came into?
Yes, there's one currently to your right where the bow tie wearing clipboard monkey is standing. It's a similar gate to the one you entered into the Colosseum by, but that seems to be the only other exit out of here, unless you want to like, I guess, climb the roots somehow and exit through one of the patches that are letting the light in.
Okay, how far away is the bow tie monkey from me?
He's about 20, 25 feet.
Okay, I run up to him.
Sure.
Does he have green eyes? He does have green eyes, doesn't he?
Yep, all the chimps have green eyes, except, the giant ape that's currently dangling from the roots in the ceiling.
Okay, I run up to him and I say, the ape is clearly not fighting us anymore. I would say that we won. Let us through.
Felix, you need to pass the trial. You need to show your strength first. Please, slay the monkey.
I use thaumaturgy.
Okay.
I put my hand up towards the ceiling, and I
Okay.
say, "Let us pass, or I'll bring the roof down." And with thaumaturgy, I create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of my choice within 30 feet, and I make it such as like a rumble of thunder, the cry of a raven, or ominous whispers, and I make it and I pretend as if I'm pulling something down like a rope, and I make like the sound of creaking and snapping roots a little bit.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check.
Okay, is that persuasion?
Yes, intimidation. It's a different. Yeah, it's a different check.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I see it. 15.
So you do that, and the monkey just looks at you. Its face hasn't changed at all, and it just says,
Felix, please slay the monkey. Show your strength.
It doesn't do anything. Yeah, it just tells you to do that again.
And I turn to Zippy and Darian and I say, I tried my best. It looks like we gotta kill the damn thing.
But he's so scared and confused. What would you do? It seems like he has no idea what's going on.
You see,
I don't know.
you see the Tower of Chimps is starting to make its way up the vines, and it's starting to attack him now, like his feet, and the giant ape is like, and he starts like swinging across the roots just to get further away, but he's moving now up above. And the apes are starting to like stampede over to where he was kind of going to stop on the swinging vines-esque roots. But yeah, that's what he's doing. Norman, is that all you got? Is that? I think that should be enough for your turn.
Left. I use the rest of my movement, like maybe like 5-10 feet. You can just decide that. I run to kind of be underneath where the ape is.
You have 5 feet left, right? You had 30?
Yeah.
Okay. So you move 5 feet more towards where the giant ape was, where the giant ape is, I guess. Okay, now we're back to you, Darian. Currently, to remind you, there's the one just clawing away with its broken ankle, trying to get back to the one that teleported 20 feet away. But both are like still with you guys in combat.
Okay. I see the other one's kind of crawling away with a broken ankle, and don't really see it as a threat anymore. And I see Zippy's kind of got a handle on the situation, so I turn to Zippy and, Zippy, you all right for a moment?
Zippy looks at the guy crawling away with the broken ankle and sees him as a clear threat and decides to walk and towards him to finish the job.
Looks like Zippy's got this. Normandy, I overheard the conversation. It seems like we need to do something about that giant ape. But you know what? I think this whole crowd of apes or monkeys or whatever the heck these things are more of a risk. So I turn to the bowtie monkey and say, you need to get these other apes to stop distracting Felix from performing this opportunity of strength, please. Otherwise, it's not really a test if they're helping.
Wow.
The bowtie monkey says,
Fair point.
and it claps its hands together twice, and all the chimps just freeze. And they look at the bowtie monkey, and the bowtie monkey just says,
Back to your spots.
and all of them just disperse back into the stands. But the giant ape is still holding the roots and hanging from the ceiling.
What about the one who's crawling?
Yeah, they're starting to crawl away as well. And you guys are now officially, not that it ever really was to combat, I guess, but you guys are now out of combat as those two are starting to head away to the stands as well.
Zippy, quickly, before anything else happens. You're the only one here who can properly speak with this animal. I have an idea. We just need to convince them that this ape has been killed. So if we can convince this ape to play dead, or Normandy, if you have something to put him to sleep, and we can trick them into thinking we've slain this ape, we can all get through here alive.
I mean, Darian, I know you think that I'm pretty impressive, and I can't blame you, honestly, but I can't do everything. I don't know that spell, make someone sleep. I can't do it.
This is your test, This is your test, and you can't do anything? You're so useless sometimes, Norman.
I know, Zippy, I don't know what to do. I need your help, guys.
Look, Zippy, can you convince him to go to sleep? Do you think you could maybe pull that off?
Oh well, I'll do my best, but
tell him we can all get out of here if he just pretends to sleep for a little bit, and then we can all get out of here safe.
Last time he slept, someone drugged him. Don't you remember that? I don't know if he'll ask me to go to sleep.
No,
but
we don't want him to really sleep, Zippy. We just want him to pretend. If he pretends to, he doesn't have to. We can trick them, and we can all get out of here.
Okay, well, I can't promise anything, and you guys have to promise that you won't judge me if it goes wrong, because I know I saw the way you looked at me when I started this whole thing, when I tried to talk to him. You guys did not approve of it one bit.
You know what, Zippy, you're right. I did have some concern, and I can see we've all already paid for that. I'm looking at the cut on your ear, but I mean, worst case scenario.
I got hit pretty bad too. I got a big cut in my chest. I'm hurt too. Thanks, Darian, for noticing.
Anyways, I'll do my best, Darian.
Normandy wipes a tear.
Norman, you need to just think about what you've done, I think. And
he's
it's not that much,
bad.
so it shouldn't take you too long. So, Zippy, I'll try to do the best. Zippy will try to do the best he can. So, to do that, Zippy will use his jump ability, which allows him to jump quite high, to grab up so that he's like face to face with the monkey.
Okay. Please. Well, you're just using jump, right? Like your regular legs?
Yeah, but he has an innate ability. To jump quite high. But so I don't know if I need to use the spell.
No, you should be able to jump high enough to like grab onto a vine a root and be somewhat close.
And climb up to his face.
Okay, yeah. You jump up and you grab it, and you start climbing. It's quite an easy climb, and it's roots. I'm not going to make you check for anything. But But yeah, you get up to its face and you can see it's just scared and it is crying now. And it's just like, what is going on?
That's so sad.
I cry sometimes too. Would you like to know why?
Yes.
Well, there was
Oh, no.
I had a friend back in the bramble patch. You see, that's where I'm from. Sorry.
So me and Derry can see this. They're beginning to converse while they're hanging from these trees. And we're like, I think it's going quite well, Darian.
Yeah.
Do we understand Zippy when he's communing like that, or does he sound like the ape as well?
Yeah, no, you can understand him. So yeah, you know what Zippy's saying, but all you hear is just like,
Okay.
All right. Okay. I once knew a friend. Used to be a friend. I'll get to that. Back in school, and his name was Fluffy Nut Brown, and
Wait, what school? What school was it?
Well, it was the Westboro School of Young Learning Bunnies.
Okay, I went to West Chimp High. I think our football teams played each other.
Oh, I think I remember that. Oh my goodness. What's your name again?
It's Mongo.
I need last names. Those are important to me.
Mongo Stephanis.
Mongo Stephanus? Am I getting that
Yes.
right? I see.
It's
Right,
my mother's
you
last
speak-
name because my dad left when I was young.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Okay, it was bad. I felt like I have a void in my life. And I need a male role model. It used to be Greg.
and he gives a finger to Greg again, and Greg's just like, yeah, woo, and still cheering in the stands.
And he's like, but it was hard.
Sorry. You see, I felt very similar to you not too long ago. I was quite lost. Well, not lost in a way. I knew where I was, but I was in the bramble patch, and that's where I grew up. And but you see, I didn't know really what I wanted to do with my life, and so I decided to just leave. And I found a purpose through that, and here I am on this grand adventure. You see, anything can happen if you just decide to, do what you want with your life. And that's why and because of this great advice I'm giving, you should trust anything I say. Does that make sense?
Roll a persuasion check.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, that's 23.
Oh my gosh. He lets go of one of the roots and starts scratching his chin. And then he's like,
That's a logical argument. Yeah. I'll believe you.
Exactly. I mean, who else are you going to believe? They just tried to scratch at your little feet.
I know.
All right. All right. So, listen. We need to get you out of here. This clearly is not the best space for you. And so to do that, we already tried leaving. It didn't work very well. And so they say we need to kill you. How does that sound to you?
Say, I got a great idea, Gorilla.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Neither do we. You see, when we first heard that, I gotta be frank with you. Norman was really into that idea.
Oh my gosh.
Which one's Norman?
Wow.
They both look so similar.
Hold on. I feel like there's a little bit of
The one that's trying
misrepresentation
to look
going on.
away, the one who just clearly trying to act like he's not here, but he's quite tall, so you can see him. He's right down there.
The little ram man. Yes, the one with the horns.
And then I say, wait a minute, I'm not Normandy, my name's Felix. Come on, the bow tie man, he can even verify for me.
You can't. I'm pretty sure they can't understand what he's saying, though, right?
Shoot.
Actually, this giant ape understands human speech, but they can't understand him. So it's a one-way thing.
So I say, hey, I am pro-ape. I love monkeys. I actually try not... You hit me
Norman,
first.
be quiet. I'm trying to have a nice discussion here. We've learned so much. You've already done so little. Continue to do that.
Simply, I don't understand your tactics, but I trust you. We're friends forever. So, I kind of look at Darian and I say...
Oh, yes, I remember that, Norman, very well. All right, all right. We back to the monkey. We need your help. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna pretend that you're dead because I don't want you to die, and I'm sure you don't want that either, unless there's something more we need to talk about.
It's been some dark days, but not now.
That's right. Live another day.
Yes, I want to live. I don't want to die.
Do you know what? At this time, I start playing my accordion. So I'm just kind of like soothing music underneath.
Performance check.
Yeah, boy. Okay, let's see. 19.
That's a hot beat.
All right. Now that we got in the mood for this, how do you think you know these monkeys best? What will be the most convincing way to think that you're dead?
Maybe. Here, go with this.
And the giant ape lets go of the vines and slams onto the arena floor. And then he walks over to Darian and Normandy, and he crouches down and puts his arms around you guys to get in a huddle. And he's like, "Bunny man, join."
Okay.
And you can smell its terrible breath breathing heavily in your face.
Do we understand? I guess we don't.
No, you don't. You just see this giant ape go and then it's putting its arms around you guys.
Just believe him. He wants us to listen very carefully to what he wants to say. So move in close to him.
All right.
I kind of pat him affectionately. Good monkey. Good monkey.
It just snorts happily, and you get a big wave of bad bad ape breath just in your face.
That's banana for sure.
So Zippy, you've joined now, and I'll say this first in the way Darian and Normandy would hear it, and then I'll say it as Zippy would understand. So first off, he's like, and then what he said was, "Okay, I'm gonna take the giant sword, and then I'm going to give it to you three, and then you're gonna fake plunge it into my armpit area, and then we're gonna go from there."
But are you sure? How sharp is this thing? Is there a chance we could miss and actually kill you?
No, because it's gonna start off being between my arm and chest, in the armpit area. It's gonna be fake death style.
Oh, right. Right, okay. Do you think us three would be able to lift the sword? Norman already gave it a good shot, but it seems that he simply wasn't up for the task.
My strength is so bad, it's -1.
I think the pointy-ear guy could do the most.
Really? Because we had a strength competition. He tried to steal my hat earlier, and I was stronger than him. So it seems like I'm the right man for the job.
So Darian, you're only hearing the one way of this. So.
Look, Zippy, what's going on? What plan is he even suggesting? Something to do with the sword?
All right. We're gonna use the sword, and we're gonna fake. Come close. I'm shouting this out loud so the monkeys can hear. Come closer.
All right.
We're going to use the sword, and we're gonna fake. This isn't funny.
Sorry.
We're gonna fake plunge it into his armpit area.
All right.
How?
So we're gonna stab the monkey.
No, Norman. Fake.
We're stabbing him under the arm. We're gonna kill him.
In between the arm and the rib cage area.
Right, gonna get him right in between the ribs. I got it.
No,
Gotcha.
Norman, listen. Norman, you're such a lost cause. All right, no.
Yes, that's right. We can't afford to pause.
Just let me and Darian handle this. Darren, you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I believe so. So basically, we're gonna pretend to stab the ape in the chest, but really, it's gonna go underneath its arm, and we're gonna, well, I guess, see what the monkey does.
Exactly. Well, what's going to happen the next, I think, is the best plan is that I'll let the monkey know is that Norman's just going to go up after that and then just lightly tap him in the face with a kick, and then he'll be dead for good. So it looks like Felix did the final blow there.
All right.
Norman, you can comprehend that?
Yeah, I think I got it, Zip. Maybe coach me along as we go, but I think I'm good.
No problem. All right, I'll just let the monkey know, and we'll
I
start
heard the
this
whole thing.
shindig.
I'm in the conversation as well. I heard the whole thing.
Oh, goody! Oh, you are such a good listener. Your parents were so wrong. Screw them.
Parents. Oh, I'm past it.
Now's not the time to cry. We could do that later.
He looks at Normandy. He's like, "Don't kick hard, please." And you just hear.
I'm a very poor kicker. Even oh no, I don't understand him. Darn it! I nod like I do understand him, and I say, "You got it, friend."
All right. Well, let's get the show on the road. And I break from the huddle and go over and try and pick up the big sword.
Can it just be clear that Zippy forgot to tell Norman not to kick hard?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you shouldn't know that, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You're going to kill a monkey with one kick. Okay, Darian, you've gone over to pick up the sword. Please make a strength check.
That is going to be a 14.
Okay.
Can I
assist and add
DM,
more to it?
DM, can I assist him?
Yep, yeah, you'll be able to assist in a second. Basically, Darian grabs the sword, and you can see his muscles start to bulge as he flexes hard to lift it.
Darian. Funny.
He takes a power stance to lift it, and you can see he actually has it with his strength and years of training. You can see he's lifting this great sword off the ground. It's still not really usable, but he's holding it horizontally. It's up, but he'll need help to lift it completely.
I kind of lean in towards Zippy and I kind of whisper. I say, "See, that's what I was doing wrong. See, he was lifting with his legs."
Oh gosh.
Let me walk over quickly, Norman. 1 second. I walk over to Darian. Well. Looks like someone found their little strength within.
And then can I plop it on my shoulder now, so I kind of have it up.
You're trying. Yeah, make another strength check.
All right. Come on.
Can I use maintain to assist him?
That is a 17? 17?
Oh, snap.
Okay.
Come on.
So again, with Darian's years of training with swords and specifically greatsword stuff and all that, you lift it up and you can hoist it over your shoulder, and it's standing up, but it's heavy. Mm-hmm. You could not swing this thing accurately or anything at all, but you do have it up, and it's very impressive.
All right. Ooh. Let's do this. I don't think I can hold this for too long.
So I run up and grab the sword with him.
Yeah, okay. So you go behind kind of and help balance and maintain it.
And I say,
Zippy, do you do the same?
Blackjack, Yogurt, give us a hand.
It's a bit too tall for Zippy to even help in any way, so Zippy just walks beside them.
Okay. So you yelled out to Blackjack and Yogurt. They're still hiding in the doorway, and Blackjack's can we come out now? And Yogurt kind of wanders out he just doesn't give a care in the world because he's been calm emotioned again. He did get hit by it way back, and he's just what's going on? This is a great day. I love today.
You two, come and just hold the sword with us. Help us carry it. It's really heavy.
We got, dirt and, monkeys. and it's like great.
No.
All right.
Don't you think so, Blackjack? Like Yogurt can't hear you because you made it indistinguishable, or you wanted to be like kind of like non-noticeable. Is what you did to the giant ape, so it happened to Yogurt as well. But Blackjack hears you, and he's like, "Yogurt, come on, what got into you? Come on, let's go help."
You know what?
And he's
it
like,
It ends when he's been attacked. I use Mage Hand and I slap Yogurt in the face.
"Okay." So you go over and slap him in the face, and he's like, "Ousa, yowsa!"
With Mage Hand. I'm not there.
Yeah, I know, with your mage hand, with your spectral
And
mage
I
hand.
say, Yogurt, get it together. You two, come over here and help us with this sword.
Where was I? Blackjack! I think I died for a minute. What happened? Where am I? And Blackjack's like, Yogurt, you were acting really weird. Oh, was I? What do we do? Who's that? And he points at the giant ape.
Yogurt, I swear to
and the
God,
giant-
shut your mouth and let us help us do this. Oh, gosh.
And the giant ape looks at them, and he looks at Zippy, and he's like, Are they friends of yours, Zippy? And actually, Yogurt butts in. And Yogurt can speak ape. and Yogurt's like, oh yeah, I'm a great friend of Zips. And Blackjack as well is like, oh yeah, we go way back.
Yeah, like over 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks. That's how long it
2
takes.
weeks. Happy anniversary, by the way. I forgot to get you a card.
That's okay. I mean, I noticed, but it's okay.
After, okay? Yeah, after we'll have a cake and we'll celebrate. But the ape is like nods and they're a part of the group now. But they're helping with the sword as well. So, and Zippy, you're just next to them. What do you as a collective want to do?
We would like to cheer on Darian and Norman as they do this.
They're helping with the
let's do
sword.
it.
You're not
Darian.
Zippy. You're the only one not.
Yeah, Connor, let's live and do it. Let's run.
All right.
Let's, quote unquote, run them through.
All right. Take this, you foul beast, and we move forward with to fake swing it.
Do we got to make
Okay.
a performance check on this?
Yes.
All right.
That's coming in a second.
Oh.
Okay, yes.
But first strength check.
Okay.
Oh no. Both of us?
Yes.
Okay.
With advantage because Blackjack and Yogurt are helping.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, that was helpful. That's still only a 14 from me, though.
15 for me.
Okay. That's with advantage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's enough. And you start swinging this sword, and you swing it slow enough so that the giant ape can just grab the sides of the blade and tuck it under his armpit. And he does that, and he puts it through. And then all of you as a group kind of like push it through, and you see the giant ape just go, ooh, it hurts.
Wow, he's really good. He's a really good actor.
Ooh. And then it goes through.
He's definitely done something
And then,
before, I'd say.
he starts stumbling back, but you guys are still holding onto the sword. What do you want to do from here?
Well, Norman has to finish him off with a kick.
Yeah.
You want you?
Does he fall down? Has he fallen down yet?
No, he hasn't. You guys are still holding the sword and everything.
Man, I just say, die, monkey, die! And I kind of put my heel on his chest and I kick him down as if to kind of like cleave him free of the blade, and then he just would fall over.
Okay.
Oh, but and as I do, I use prestidigitation to make an illusion of blood, kind of like on his rib cage.
Oh wow. Okay. So you walk up and do the kick, and the sword comes free from his armpit, and there's fake blood, and the ape like falls to the ground. He's like, and then he starts rolling, and like, oh, it hurts, and like Zippy's just hearing like, oh, damn it, oh, jeez, no. And yeah, it just keeps like screaming in pain, and then he rolls, and then he falls on his back.
He's overacting now. Now he's overacting, eh, Darian?
Yeah, he's overacting.
He doesn't know when to quit. Like he was good before, and now people just don't know when to quit. It's like sometimes less is more.
Well, I can definitely say he's not getting the Oscar this year.
Yeah, there's always.
Hey guys, let's try to be a bit more positive. He's doing his best.
His first time maybe. His live theater is always different than scripted. I do prestidigitation again to make more blood.
Okay. As you do that, it splurts out again from his chest, this fake blood, and he's just like,
The humanity! Oh, I had so much to live for, but alas, just as a candle is snuffed from the flame, I too leave this life as I entered in darkness.
Finish him off, Norman! Finish him off!
Oh,
yeah, he's like, kick me, kick me. And then he keeps going.
I kick him right in the foot.
Okay, strength check.
Oh no! I bet now it's gonna be when I'm trying not.
Because
to
you
kick
didn't
him right.
remember not to kick softly. I want to see you.
Okay, 9.
Okay, you're like, you intuited that you should kick softly. So you do that. And he's like, thank you.
No problem.
Death. And he dies. And, well, not really. He fake dies. But everybody make a performance check.
Oh, no.
Ape included.
And I make one more spurt of blood come out of his wound.
It's like a fountain.
Yeah. 17 for me.
17, 17.
5 for Zippy. But it shouldn't matter, I didn't do much.
Do you know what, Zippy? Just because you're not the main actor of the show doesn't, fifth business. You always got to be like have the face ready, even though you're out of focus in the shot. You always got to be looking convincing. Just something to remember for later.
Wow, Norman, it seems that you really have this situation under control. Wow.
I think you mean Felix, Zippy. I kind of look at the bow tie guy and I say, are we done? I mean, he's obviously dead. Look at this blood. Oh my gosh, it's so much of it. Anyways, I think he's dead.
The bow tie monkey hops over to the dead giant ape and he starts inspecting it. And he's looking and looking. And he kind of checks the face, and the ape's eyes are like still open, so he's like trying not to blink, but you can see there's water welling up because his eyes are getting dry. And he's like, and he looks at his clipboard, and he looks at all
Felix time must not be wasted.
And he looks at all of you.
Okay, you slayed it. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it's very slayed. Well done, Felix. Well done.
Well, thank you. It was really nothing. I didn't think it would take so long, but I'm glad it's finally over with.
I'm a little underimpressed as well. Let's go on.
And the monkey starts hopping to the right exit that you guys saw.
Will we lose any points for killing one of the monkeys and breaking one of the legs?
Let me check.
And he folds through his clipboard and he checks the next page and he looks on the back and everything, and then he turns to you and he's like,
no, you're good.
Well, wow, you guys really treat your own quite terribly. No wonder this monkey here had so many issues.
Master's orders.
Now, just remind me, your master used to go by so many different nicknames. What does he like to be called these days? Besides Master.
You do not remember Master's name, Felix?
Oh, I just don't want to spread it around, that's how, confusion starts.
Tell me his name, Felix. I want to know. Tell me.
Well, you know what? We were so close in our childhood that, we had little personal nicknames. I always used to call him, Buddy. Just always like
Buddy.
We were
That's
such
what
good.
you call me too.
Well,
You use
because
that for everyone.
don't tell Buddy this, but I have additional friends as well, really close. But anyways, you should probably take us to Buddy.
You're just butting around with everyone.
You know what? I'm a little loose with my buddying. I always try to stop, but what can I say? It's an old habit. I slip back into it. It's really hard once you start.
The bow tie chimp starts laughing and just
Buddy. Master is not Buddy. His name's Paul.
Oh, Paul.
I'm sorry.
He
Did
goes
you
by that now?
Paul? Your master's name is Paul?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
All right. I guess that's the name.
That's a perfectly respectable name. I quite like that.
Yes, it's very, very, very reverent. You know, it really commands respect. You know, it's
It's a very regal
great.
name, that's for sure. Very noble.
Oh, absolutely.
It fits Master very well, I agree.
No, I mean, Monkey, what should we call you besides Bowtie?
My name? It's Elmer.
Elmer, listen, what has Paul been up to these last few... I mean, are we walking towards the door at this point, DM?
Currently, yeah.
Okay, and I say...
You can stop if you want.
Well, I kind of, like, slow down a little bit, and I, if that's okay, and I kind of just say...
Yep.
What has Paul been up to these for the last few months?
I cannot speak on that. You will have to wait to speak to him yourself, Felix. He has much catching up to do with you.
Do you have any pictures of us as... I guess we don't have photos, do I? Shoot. Okay. Okay, I don't say anything, and I say, very well, lead the way, Elmer.
DM, what's the layout of the room?
It's just, you're still in the arena. You're heading towards the right exit, but it's just a big circle.
Is there any like? We probably should have checked this earlier, but now that there's less going on, it might be more perceptive. But is there any like previous like dead people like from failed challenges like around the arena?
Please make a perception check. Also, I should mention all the chimps in the stands have gone quiet now that you've beaten the giant ape.
Are their eyes green?
Yes, all of the chimps
them.
and apes in the stands are eyes are green.
Oh, shoot.
It's I got 14.
Okay. In terms of dead bodies, you see a lot of the chimp ones from the giant ape that slaughtered them. You see the fake dead body of the giant ape. And for like previous trial goers, you actually do not see any. There are no skeletons or anything. The only notable thing was that in the center was the dead treant. Tree being.
Can I go up and inspect the body quick of the treant?
Excuse me, it's my turn right now.
Not necessarily. It's not in combat.
Oh, fine, Darian, go ahead.
You can come look. Zippy, you want to come check out the
I'm
tree?
not
with me?
I want to go too. I want to look at the tree.
No, I'm
All
just
right,
going to
come
sit
with
here with Bowtie, and I refuse to call him by his other name.
Emma, we'll be right back. I forgot something over at the tree over here. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I make small talk with Bowtie there.
Okay, we'll resolve that in a sec. We'll follow Darian and Normandy first. So you guys go over to the treant, and it's quite large. It's kind of like a giant log at this point, basically. But there's some like crevices, and it's been dead for a while, so there's a lot of like just decaying branches. But please make an investigation check.
Darian?
Yeah.
No, I mean, Seth, do you want Darian to make the check?
Both of you both wanted to do it, right?
Okay, yeah.
That's only an 11 for me, though.
13 for me.
Okay, you see a faint green glow in the deep within the tree. You can't see too much what it is, but it's in there, and like you can see the glow coming around of the corner because you can kind of peer inside the treant, and that's where it's coming from. But it seems to be a bit in. There is a small opening to both your lefts where you could kind of go underneath the treant and maybe get a better look.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I think we'll go check it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Be careful, you two! Come back soon! This small talk is getting very awkward!
Yeah. I'm honestly, Zippy, you're one of the best small talkers I've ever met. If anybody can keep him entertained, it's you.
Seth, can I make an Arcana check while we go in there?
Yeah, you guys can do that. Roll that right now as you go under. We're gonna go back to Zippy real quick as you guys are heading into the body of the treant. So you're with Elmer. What do you want to say?
We stand there quietly and watch them as the two two, like Norman and Darian run towards the tree like it's like Christmas morning or something, and oh boy, and we just stand there, and I assume Elmer's watching them too, and then I'm just like.
Yeah.
Hey, Zippy, I think it's made of oak.
That's nice, Darian.
Really?
Very
I thought it was a fir. I thought it was or an elm tree, personally.
You know, Elmer, these two, I haven't known them for much. Especially Felix. He has quite a history here. He loves to talk about this place. But can you tell me more about Felix?
More about Felix? Let me see. All I know is he used to be friends with Paul or Master. Sorry. And let me check the clipboard.
And you see the clipboard, and Zip, you actually get a kind of a glance on it, and you can see so far like the check boxes, and you can see like seesaw puzzle and like instructions. Like clearly this wasn't written by him, but by someone else. But you it's like,
can I see what's next?
You see on this page it says like at the top it's like greet Felix, make him feel welcome. And then below that says go down the hallway towards arena, do seesaw puzzle. Please don't let him cheat. And then it's like, that's like in brackets. Below that, it says, okay, trial of strength. Say it's a trial of strength. I think that sounds cooler. And then it says, let the giant ape go with the great sword. Have him fight. And then when he wins, lead him to the next area. And it says, do the really emotional past puzzle. And it says, answer below. It says, you see his hands actually covering the answer. But you know, you could make a perception check real quick. I want to see how much of this you actually read for the rest.
18.
Boom.
Okay. His hand moves slightly and the answer reveals, and it says next emotional past puzzle. The secret phrase to open the door is you're not strong enough to follow me anymore. We need to part ways. I can't have you holding me back.
Ouch.
That whole phrase is the secret door
Paul's
code.
A dick, man, unless Felix said that to Paul.
So that's the whole code to open whatever door is next. And then after that it says, do not make them go right at the next hallway interjunction. Make them go left. And that's like underlined, do not go right. And then it says, make go left, and then let them meet me. And then it says, then go grab some water and refreshments and like take a 15-minute break because you deserve it. But those are all the instructions on his clipboard.
Good management. So hard to find these days. At least he gives them breaks, you know?
yeah, it's so nice.
Okay. You know, you've had some amazing puzzles here. You've done a bang-up job.
Thank you. They are not my design. I cannot take all the credit. I was a consultant, maybe. but
you see, the problem...
I was all master.
The problem so far is, well, we've been able to solve them. And, I mean, what's the point of a puzzle if it's easily solved? Yeah, you know, I may have a solution for you.
Yes?
Alright, so... I have this little pill I take every single day with me, and it helps me think better, clear better, and even Darian had it the other day, and he got healed from it too. It does wonders.
It was a pretty nice pill.
You can't hear. You're searching. This is a private conversation.
Zippy, there's like 4 types of moss in here.
It's amazing. I think if I were to give you a stash of these pills, you and everyone around here to have, and even Paul, you guys would make the best puzzles. We can test it right now if you would like. I'll give you one, and then we'll do a little puzzle right here.
Persuasion check. And we'll get back to you guys in a second.
A 20. I'm not like a 20. It was 20.
Whoa.
Natural 20?
No, sorry, a modified 20, but it was
Okay.
a 20, yeah.
Still pretty great.
That sounds like a good idea. Yes, please.
All right, here you go. So Zippy takes out his pouch, and then he has like a whole ton of these because he takes them every day. And he gives one to the monkey and instructs him to just chew it, swallow it, whatever, but recommends swallowing.
Okay, you give him one of your pills, and
Dude,
he
this
pops it
absorbs your
back.
bloodstream better that way.
He pops it back and takes it.
All right, now let's do a little puzzle. What's a really good puzzle? How about you take an extra pill I have in here, put it in your hand, and you put it behind your back.
Okay.
And I try to guess which one it's in. That's a good puzzle.
Yes, very good. Ooh, okay.
And then he puts it in his left hand, and then he puts it behind his back.
All right. Now bring them out, and I'll try to guess.
He brings them out front.
All right. This is gonna be tricky, considering you just got a nice dose, and it's strong right at the beginning.
I feel it.
And right now it's on sale for a great deal.
I choose the right hand. And he taps his right hand.
He opens his palm, and there's no pill inside.
Oh, you got me! Oh, so tricky. Oh, I guess, it must have worked. This is our first puzzle. We failed. Oh, but it's so good.
You hear, like, he's, like, cheering, and then you hear, like, the entire stadium of chimps that were, like, silently watching you just erupt and, like, cheering again. And they're like, because they were into it. They were like, this is a good game.
Zippy turns around to all of them. I would like to offer all of you a nice stock of what I have right here. You two can all be as smart as this monkey right here. He fooled me good.
Hey, let me just roll something to see what Elmer does.
We had to have gotten this green thing by now.
What? Just give me a second. There's a good dropping off point soon. One sec. Elmer is actually feeling very gracious today and is like,
Yes, everybody, come get some. They are good. They make us stronger for master.
One at a
And then
time,
all
one
of
at a
them-
time. We have to sign a few documents here to make sure that I can be your sole supplier of this.
A couple waivers too.
Single file.
and Elmer gets in front again, and then all of them start coming out of the stands and making a line. It's a very, very long line. There's like 150 apes.
Zippy had prepared papers and starts passing them around. It's just like a simple like signature and kind of address where I'll be mailing them.
Okay. Okay. So you start handing those out. Back to Normandy and Darien. So you're crawling underneath this very large tree ant, and you're underneath it now, and you can see it's
Sorry,
very
DM.
ashy and dead. You can actually tell.
Should I also make my Arcana check? Or no?
Did you already do it before, like I asked?
Oh shoot. Oh yeah. I don't want to tell you what I got though. It's a 4 plus 3, 7. Ooh,
Yeah,
I think
you
I
can't-
think there's some night lights in here.
Yeah. Ooh, it's glowing. So yeah, you're crawling underneath. Yeah, you don't notice anything magical that you can tell. You're crawling underneath this tree ant, and you can see, like, it's not just rotted tree. It's like burnt. It's like it's been ashed, or it was burnt to death. But yeah, it's very ashy underneath and everything, even still. And you crawl underneath, and you pop your head into like the inner part where
We're inside
it seems
the
like there was a
ants?
hole.
Like, we're
yeah, you can
inside
see a
of it.
hole was like yes. You see it's like a hole that was burned in its chest area, and you can like peer inside now, and your heads are poking through, and you can see inside the ant, and it's kind of like a giant log, but you can see over where the green glow is coming from. You can see this kind of like big it's kind of like a large seed, but it's like suspended in the chest with like other branches connecting to it, but it's giving this faint green glow, and you can see some saplings kind of like sprouting from it.
Can I make some kind of a nature check or something on this, having seen it now?
Yes.
Alright, not bad. That's a 15.
Okay. You grew up in the Feywild as well, and you're quite knowledgeable about nature, especially living nature, you know what I mean? You can tell that this is a very rare item, that this is specifically a tinder soul. This is kind of, the heart of a once living tree being. And it's quite a valuable material, and, you could use it for other stuff. But yeah, it's a tinder soul. You can tell that.
Right.
You've probably heard of one of these before as well.
Would I know how to take it, like basically separate it off of the tree?
I would say yes. Yeah, you probably know how to kind of carve it out.
All right. And I'd say, Normandy, one second. This is
What is this?
This is pretty great.
What is it?
It's a tinder soul. One moment, and I'm gonna carefully take it out.
Well, you sure are great with nature.
At times it comes and goes.
You rolled really well. That's awesome.
Are these guys not confused by the thunderous applause behind them, like outside the tent?
Yeah, you guys can hear it.
I just didn't know if that was actually currently happening, or if it was like...
As you're carving away, your hands kind of like shake a bit as you hear like the roaring applause.
Gosh, what did Zippy do? All right. But do I have it then?
You go in and you safely separate each little twig that's suspending this green seed orb, the tinder soul, in the chest of the ant or tree ant. And you cut it away and you have it. And you can add that to your inventory now, a tinder soul.
Is that the source of green?
Yes, that's where the green glow is coming from.
So this is is this like, I mean, can Normandy tell that this is a different kind of green than the green that was coming out of the monkey's eyes?
Yes, completely. Yeah, it seems very different.
Okay, so then I kind of say to Darian, I say, Darian, this is a different kind of magic. This green is different than the kind that's controlling the monkeys outside.
Yeah, I don't believe they're related at all. Actually, I think this is the heart of an ant or sometimes nature being. So I don't think it's associated. This is just something very valuable, and especially from what I've seen so far in this plane, rather rare actually. So this is quite a find.
I find it quite strange to think that there's a dead ant completely underground. I wonder what brought it down here.
It's true. It's quite odd. We should probably get back outside, though. That noise didn't sound very good.
You're right. I'll leave my ponderings for my own mind then. Next time I won't ask you. Go outside.
Okay, you guys leave and come out, and you see the giant single file line, and Zippy's handing out forms. Actually, you're starting to collect them now, Zippy.
All right.
And a lot. Yeah, go on.
46, 47. What? Have you not signed yet? Oh, your pen's out of ink? Oh, 1 second. I might have some more.
Zippy,
No,
what
that's
on Archvay's green planet have you done?
Oh, just a bit of business. That's not really business. More like I'm helping these people. It's I've given them a clever way. We best be careful of the next little bit of puzzles here, because oh boy, have I given them an advantage.
All right.
You know what? They already look smarter. Great bargain, guys. It's a great deal. I think you're gonna go a long way with this subscription. Just make sure you renew at the end of every year, and you're never gonna look back. I promise you that. Zippy's a great provider. And I kind of wink at Zippy.
I think so.
Zippy is too busy collecting forms to even notice Norman's wink.
Okay.
Cold.
Okay, so you collect all the forms. All of them have gone through. You surprisingly had just enough supply of pills to distribute at least one to each for a test. You get all the forms, and as you're looking through, you can tell all of them are like terribly filled out. Like they're just scratches. They didn't know how to write. The only one that might be like legible is Elmer's, but even then, like you just
but
had
he
a bunch
gave an
of
address, right? So I'll be able to just send a stock to here.
yeah.
Distribute within themselves.
It's sure, yeah. But all the rest are like totally ineligible. Just those cannot be submitted as signed forms.
I'll keep them.
Okay, you can add. You got 150 signed forms, and say one of them's legible. You can add that to your inventory.
Okay.
All right, Elmer. I believe Felix is ready to move on to the next challenge. Where do we go?
You know what, Zippy? They call that passive income. That's really good. Good job.
Thank you,
Yes.
Norman.
Yes. Next, let's go. And he claps again, and all the monkeys return to the stands. And he leads you through the gate into the next room. And we're going to take a quick break there. Hey everyone, DM Seth here, just with some quick mid-roll announcements. I'm going to make it quick this week because it is a very long episode, and I do not want to take up any more of your time. So first off, we have another sponsor this week. Last week we had Chaotic Amateurs. Go check them out if you haven't already. And this week we have a new podcast, also D&D related. They are called The Legion of Renab. Check them out.
Hey there, podcast listeners! Are you a fan of real play RPG podcasts but tired of the same old crowds of people who take the game maybe a little bit too seriously? Do you yearn for charismatic hosts stopping at nothing to make each other laugh and have a good time? Do you love the sound of local NPCs or quest givers getting harassed to no end? Come listen to the Legion of Renob, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. That's Legion of R-E-N-O-B. Listen to us on iTunes or anywhere that your earholes can find a podcast.
So yeah, that was Legion of Renob. If you're thinking about how to spell Renob, yes, I had trouble as well. It is R-E-N-O-B. And if you can't spell the rest, then go to school. But thank you guys. We really appreciate the sponsoring for this episode. And listeners, please check them out. I've personally listened to them and tested out their stuff. And I like them. And they have a ton of episodes to binge. Much more than our 3 currently. As well. Well, everyone has more episodes than us, it feels like. But please go check them out and show them some support. For us, though, on our end of things, we just have, well, we don't have too many announcements. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow us at Cheaper Dungeon. We also have a Facebook group called Cheaper by the Dungeon. You probably guessed that. And what am I missing? Oh, yeah, if you want to help support the show, tell a friend. Word of mouth. It's the best way possible for us to get our name out there. And if you want to support us actually in a financial way, we do have a Patreon, so you can check us out there if you'd like as well. Other than that, let me pull up the old calendar to tell you when episode 4 is going to be released. It is going to be released October 16th. I know bi-weekly. It's a long time to wait, but it's worth it. I know episode 4 is a good one. We already recorded it, actually. So please get excited for that. And thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
I'm switching back to my red dice, FYI, because those blue dice have been screwing me over. Frig, I rolled another natural 20. What the flip, man?
You're using all the luck before it even gets
all gone.
Yeah.
Put the dice down. Dang it.
Gone forever.
Okay. We are back. Thank you, sponsors, I guess. Cut that out. I'm kidding. Okay. We are back, and the boys just got out of their arena by cleverly breaking the giant ape from its green eye curse and a very convincing death scene. And now you guys are going deeper into the dungeon. So you're following Elmer.
But Zippy.
Elmer's.
So I was going to say, Zip.
Oh, go ahead.
Zippy,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry about before. The kind of sending you at a distance. I didn't actually intend to do that. That's the first time that's happened.
Yeah, that was a little funny, eh? Does it happen just by touching you? Don't come near me if that's the case.
No, well, the thing is, though, I have the ability to do that myself. I've been able to do that for quite some time, but I've never been able to send someone else. That's actually a fairly new. So I just was a sharp pain in my head, and I felt weird, and then I bumped into you, and then you went, sent you away. I can't really explain it in any other way. But
do you have a family doctor? That seems like something that they would be able to, walk you through if that's the case.
Well, I never quite a family doctor. We don't quite have the same vernacular in the Feywild, but we do have some healers. But he's a little far away right now.
DM, can I hear this?
Yes, probably. I don't. Are you trying to have a hidden conversation?
No, I was just kind of exchange. While we were walking down the hallway following Elmer, I was just kind of chatting with Zippy.
Yeah, I'm sure you can hear it then, Normandy.
I kind of clear my throat and I say, "Sorry, Derry, not to. I didn't mean to overhear, but is this a strange phenomenon? Is that did that have anything to do with you leaving where you're from?"
I don't think so. I've seen other people do similar things before where I'm from. I've just never been able to do it myself, and I don't know. Maybe it's these experiences we've been having, and kind of starting to push my limits a little bit. That maybe something else. I don't know. Activated, woke.
So you were kind of like the runt of the litter, just like my little brother. Yes.
No, I'm actually an only child. I'm not a runt of the litter.
So you're kind of like an oddball then? Like an oddball?
No, I've seen other people do things like this before, just I'd never been able to do it until now. So it's not that.
That seems like you're just not measuring up, though.
Darian, why did you leave where you're from?
That's a story for another time.
Oh, so you're not going to tell us, huh? I've told you everything about my past.
Oh, I know, multiple times.
Hey, Darren, you know what? We have a...
Okay. Basically, just as he says that that you're not comfortable sharing your past right now, or that you don't want, it's not a time for it. Blackjack and Yogurt come back into the hallway, following you guys, and you can hear Yogurt say, Zippy, you forgot some flyers. We were helping gather them. There's 20 over here. And Blackjack's like, I got another 30. And
that makes
here, let's give them to
200.
you. And they come to give them to you, and Yogurt accidentally bumps into you, Darian. He's like, oh, sorry, Darian. But he doesn't teleport.
Zippy's not perceptive enough because he's just focused on the more numbers of the flyers to even, clue in that didn't happen.
Oh.
Yeah, so they give you 50 flyers, but they bump into you, nothing happens. It seems that whatever happened is now over, and Darian, your head feels clearer, and you feel like you have a more solid grasp on at least your body and presence.
Oh, good. I'm glad that's over with.
Hold on. And I touch his shoulder. And I
Nothing happens.
And I kind of feel the material of his cloak, and I go, "Oh, just curious as to what kind of material it was." Anyway, you can't control your teleportation at all.
Well, I can personally, but this other stuff's kind of new. Hold on, let me try something. I want to slap Normandy on the shoulder and try and activate it again.
Okay, you do that. And you're trying to activate it?
Yeah, just to see if I can send him again.
Your hand comes, slaps his shoulder, and boop! Normandy, you are teleported. How far, Darian? You get to choose.
A full 30 feet.
What?
There you go. You sense from Darian a level up! He's level 3! He's level 3! That's what's going on. Would you like to explain, Connor, or?
Yeah, so as an Eladrin, I think it's probably best if we go back in character, actually. So can Normandy pop back in?
Am I ahead or behind? Where'd you send me?
I just said 30 feet, so wherever Seth decides.
You went behind, and now you've run back to the conversation, so you're there now.
Okay, so I guess I went back up to the Coliseum. Holy crap, that was amazing! You can do that on command?
Well, not anymore. So we, us Fey creatures sometimes have some weird quirks. One of which is an ability to kind of pop between planes for a moment. So I've been able to do this myself for some time. I can, kind of hop in between briefly. I can only do it about, once or so per day. It takes it's really draining. Actually, it's almost like sprinting really hard for like 30 minutes, and so it takes a lot out of you. But I've heard of and seen other Eladrin before learning, that they can kind of alter their step, and so I think I can throw people now basically with it. So that's kind of exciting.
Well, I guess that must mean you really trust me if you can trust me as far as you can throw me. All right,
that was terrible.
We can probably get going. Normandy gives Darian
sending you again.
Normandy gives Darian a big wink and walks on.
This has been such a natural conversation that allowed us to look deeper into your own character traits. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll all get
What a nice bonding moment. A beautiful moment. Yeah, so beautiful.
All right, well, I'm glad we broke that moment. Let's keep going.
Okay, so you keep following Elmer down the hallway, and you get to this rectangular room. It's a very wide room, but you see a large door with a symbol you recognize. Actually, it's the same symbol on Zippy's current greeter cloak, the symbol of Salem. The god of the hunt, as you remember, grand treasure hider, everything. That symbol is on the door in front of you. It's a very large arching doorway with this two-side giant door, and it's closed. There's a little platform in front of it as well, and Elmer hops onto it, and you see in the sides of this wide room, it's rectangular, so on the left and the right corridors, you see these chimps holding up pictures that they look like child's drawings of kind of like the lifespan that seems to be shared between Felix and Paul. So you see like pictures of them on the seesaw. You see pictures of them like dancing and having fun. You see a picture on the right near the end of like Paul just crying, and you hear Elmer say to the group of you, Felix, now is one of the final trials. The trial of your past. You need to recall the words you said that hurt Master the most. He is sure you remember them. You, of course, would never forget. Please say them to pass this trial.
He's looking at me?
He's looking at you, Felix Normandy. Yeah.
See, it's weird because I know what you told Zippy, but Normandy doesn't know that.
And play into that.
I kind of look like I'm musing, kind of buying time, and I look at the paintings. And what does Paul look like in the most recent picture? Like, I know they're like they're child drawings, but does he have any distinguishing features?
The last picture, pretty much. So the second last one was the one of him sobbing alone. The one after that is a picture of basically himself holding a sword high. He looks like a human in the painting. Himself holding a sword high in the air with a cape flowing behind him, and he's just standing on top of like a mountain, looking victorious.
You laugh? You're laughing while looking at the picture?
No, I'm laughing.
All right, does anybody have any suggestions?
I've got absolutely zero suggestions. I'm so lost.
I look at... Shoot, I would have no reason to insight check him, would I? Why would I I would not have any idea that he's lying.
Oh, wait!
I would...
Wait, those pictures, man, what a beautiful life you had before.
So I look at the pictures and kind of taking a hint from the seesaw, and we like it depicts us doing a whole bunch of different things together, but then we're alone. I say, so just clarifying, Elmer, this is what I said to him and not what he said to me.
It's the words you said that hurt Master the most.
And then I say, well, do you know what? I actually have some words for Paul because he is remembering it all wrong. In fact, it's what he said to me that hurt me. And he drove me away and he made me leave. And I don't know how he remembered it differently, but I'm very wounded. And I shed a tear.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Come on, red dice. 22.
Okay. You see the ape look at you.
I understand that your relationship is complex, but you must say the words to advance.
Screw this! If he's
There's
here,
no
I
other
want to
way.
see him right now. Show me where he is. He's hurt me so much. I want to see him right. You take me to him right now. I know he's nearby.
Wait, Norman, I think I actually remember you saying these words to me when you remember how hurt you were when you left Paul that day. I know you were wanting to bring them up again when you saw him next, and I think I remember what they were.
You remember what they were?
Well, he told me.
Well,
of course.
I don't think so, Zippy, because I would never have shared anything. I never would have shared anything so personal with new friends. Especially, I'm kind of looking at Elmer and I say, it's so personal I wouldn't have shared it.
No, you definitely shared it with me. He come closer, and then I'll just see if we remember. But you come closer.
I'm just gonna stretch my legs, Elmer. I'll be right back. I'm just kind of, really processing all this heavy emotion inside of me. And I kind of walk over towards Zippy a little bit.
All right, I tell him, I motion for him to lean down because I'm obviously a lot shorter than him, and I need to whisper into his ear.
I just gotta tie my boot. I must have stepped on the lace fighting that monkey out there.
All right, look here, Norman. I've got a good thing going with these people, and you're just about to screw it all up. All right, when I was, schmoozing them up and making my business now quite amazing, actually, I would say. I managed to get us a little sneak peek at this little test here. But listen, it's you do me a solid, and I'll do you a solid.
So bow tie.
Oh no!
Yes.
No,
is this a conversation you're? Are you gonna continue that conversation?
No,
Yeah,
it was just an effort to kind of keep him distracted.
Oh, I
while
see.
you guys
Okay.
are meeting.
So listen, Norman.
I'll say whatever. Okay, well then go on, Zippy. I'll say whatever you tell me to say.
Well, the thing is, you're gonna play a little game with me. Then, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna, from the trauma of this, you're gonna say that you've been struggling to remember, but you're actually gonna take one of my pills here. I hid one away, even though I said I didn't have any more. I like to keep one just for myself. You're gonna take it, and then you're going to say the words I'm gonna tell you to show them even more convincing. I know what I have here is already convincing, but I want to just hammer it in.
Insight check.
Go for it.
I mean, no. Before I would say,
Why would you want to insight check me? I'm literally helping you.
I know, but at a cost, right? I'm like, well, you could just tell me. I mean, we all get something
What
out of it.
cost? There's no cost here. It's only.
It seems
whatever.
pretty shady. I'm not really
like-
involved in the conversation,
I'll
but
tell
it
you-
seems shady.
I'll tell you if you take my pills.
No. It's for the sake that it's like continuing the business model.
Yeah, but I'm a part of your business.
No, I know. That's why you're gonna pretend.
But
Hey man, he wants to insight check you. It's up to DM. It's up to Seth.
If that's what Adam wants, he can do it.
Okay, I insight. But I'm not even
Roll
sure
for
what
it.
I'm trying to insight, though.
Yeah, he has to know what he wants from me.
I don't know.
Well, I thought you were trying to see whether he's being genuine or trying to, like, you know, screw you over. Like, basically, if he's being honest about what's going on and what he wants.
Great. 12.
You can tell Zippy is being 100% straight with you. It's all good. He's not trying to be shady or anything. He's just being Zippy, and you should believe him.
You know, I totally.
Or at least that's what you're
believe that
thinking.
You got the answer, and that you could just tell me. I really like to do my research before this body is a temple. You know, I mean, you can surely tell by looking at me.
All right, that makes sense. Look, I was just trying to make sure that
Hey, I know you always got to close the sale. I totally get it. Like, people would come by where I used to live, like on their little boats and be like, hey, we got great deals, great promotions. I totally understand, but I really want to do some research before I eat these pills. You understand, right, friend? I mean...
That's a great joke, Bowtie.
That's good. I didn't know
Seriously, guys, see, that was a really good one. You all missed it. It was great. Sorry. I'm sorry. Continue.
All right, well then I'll tell you the secret, because I would like to set up shop in Aurum as quick as possible after this.
Oh, really?
I've
Wait,
already told you that. I've told you that.
Oh, you have you? Okay.
No, I've told you that. Do you not listen to Zippy's backstory? I've said it over 10 times.
Do you know what? He just says a lot.
I think we all just kind of zone Zippy out at this point.
All right, so here's the little sequence of words. Okay. You're...
Elmer, I think what I said, what Paul thinks I said to him was, you're...
Okay, check.
One word at a time. Not strong enough.
Not strong enough.
To follow me anymore.
Wait, slow down.
To follow me.
Okay, check.
To follow me.
To follow...
Anymore.
Yes, check. Any more? Yeah, check.
Period.
Stop. Full stop.
Full stop.
Period.
No, that's not in there.
Period. Sorry.
Full stop. I'm sorry.
Wow, they really want.
Whoa, we're gonna.
They really want a verbatim, don't they?
Incorrect. Try again.
Period. Yep.
You're not strong.
No, you're already wrong.
Norman, you're botching this up. I told you we should have done it my way. You're not strong enough to follow me anymore.
You're not strong enough to follow me anymore.
Check.
We need you. We need to part ways.
We need to part ways.
We need to... check.
I can't have you holding me back.
I can't have you holding me back.
Okay. Holding me back. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Now, I know what you're thinking,
yes,
Elmer.
Felix.
Out of context, it sounds like I was saying the mean things, but I promise you wouldn't believe what he said to me to make me say that. Cut me deep, it did.
I'm not emotionally vested in your relationship. Okay.
And he claps his hands twice, and all the chimps drop their paintings and drawings, and they move to the giant doors and open them. And with a large creak, the doors swing open, and you just see a vast hallway with lots of just different, like, engravings and symbols on the wall. None of them mean anything to you, but it's just very, like, detailed. But yes, the door is open, and Elmer says,
Let's go. Paul is waiting. Master.
All right, lead the way, friend.
you guys are walking down this hallway, and you can see all the symbols and everything is very large as the door was. And you see there's two pathways at the end of this hallway. There's a pathway, it's kind of converging just like it was when you got to the bottom of the stairs at the entrance. One going left and one going right. Elmer says, "Follow me. Let me check." And he looks at the clipboard again. Oh yes, left here. And he starts turning down the left hallway.
What's down the right, Elmer?
Don't know. We should not go there. Paul is this way. Master.
I don't know. I mean, we've been going left a lot. I wonder what's down there. And I kind of I look down to see if I can see anything.
Okay. I won't make you make a perception check because it's not too far. But basically, you look down the right hallway, and you can see it's not as long as the left hallway. You can't really see you can't see the end of the left hallway yet. But the right hallway, you see it stops pretty suddenly, and there's just one little chimp there with green eyes just guarding a very small door to another room.
I use thaumaturgy and open the door.
Okay. The door swings open, and the chimp guarding it in front of it is kind of startled and turns around, and it rushes to grab the door and close it, but you get a glimpse inside, and you see there is this old man wearing kind of a suit and round spectacles and a curly, just gray mustache, but it's this old man, and you can see he's tied up in a chair, and he's just looking down.
Tied up?
But then the chimp, yes, tied up with rope, and the chimp, it closes the door and then resumes the position.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I can definitely say that did not look okay.
Holy smokes, I can't believe that was there. Zippy, did you see that?
Maybe. Me and the chimp are the same height, so he was blocking quite a bit.
Shoot, I don't even know how to respond.
I guess we should just keep moving forward.
I would say we need to look at ourselves and realize what our moral compass is. What is our duty here in this situation?
Well, I guess you could say helping him would be the right thing.
Yes, but he could be locked up for murdering a child.
Well, that got rather bleak rather quick.
You ought to think of anything.
We should go down the left. We should continue.
1 second, Bowtie. We're trying to think of a moral quandary right here.
If I'm being completely honest, I don't really care what direction we go. The whole point we were here originally was just to get this antidote for the king. If we really want to go keep poking around, it's up to you.
But guys, there's an old man tied up in there.
Yeah, so if we want to, we can. I'm just saying I have no dog in this fight.
Do you know what? Let's flip a coin for it.
Are you flipping with yourself?
I mean, I love a good flip, but well, if you have no objections, I'm going to flip a coin.
Well, we can also just stop
No,
on our way
if
out,
you're
but
to
that's
be
fine.
leader of a country one day, you need to make the right decision here. This is your first decision of many. I say screw the coin. What kind of public policy is that? And decide.
Wow, that was really good. You know what? I am stirred by that. And I say, you know what, Zippy? You're right. I faltered for a moment. And I walk down the right hallway. And I say, I hope you guys follow me.
Elmer sees you going. Elmer sees you going that way, and rushes over. And this is the first time he's actually made contact with any of you. He grabs your arm and says, "No, this way, Felix."
I brush him off and I say, I use thaumaturgy again, and I open the door.
Okay, it swings open again. You just see the old man. Now he's looking around because of it opened the last time, and he's looking around. He sees you, and he goes he's gagged. And the chimp again rushes over and closes the door.
As he's rushing to go close the door, I wanna attack him.
Whoa! Attack Elmer?
His back is to me, right? His back is to me.
Oh, you're attacking
Not
the chimp
closing the door.
Closing the door. And Elmer's still holding on to you. Okay, you try to rush over, but Elmer's
off. I mean,
Here, after the second.
Make a strength check.
Oh no! I hate strength checks. Flip. Oh no! 17 minus 1, 16.
Okay, you push Elmer away, and he loses his grip on you, and you start rushing over there. But Elmer's chasing you now.
I want to jump in front of Elmer.
Yeah! Yes.
Okay, Darian, jumps in front of Elmer, and Elmer just sees you and like starts trying to push you away. And he's like,
No, Felix, do not go down there.
and he starts like trying to throw you to the side.
Well, this looks like the decision's
strength
been made. That's a 15.
Okay. He's trying. Okay, yes. You grab Elmer's shoulders and plant him down.
Darian's a beast, man.
And Elmer is just like cannot move. Like you grabbed his shoulders, but then he starts trying to punch you, and he's gonna try and hit you. Your AC's 14, I believe, right?
It is.
Okay. Elmer hits you right in the gut as you're restraining him for 4 damage. And you get the wind knocked out of you a
Can
little
I
bit.
like knee him in response?
Ooh.
Go for it. Roll to hit.
Oh, that's a 5. That's a good old 5 right there.
Ouch.
Okay, yeah. You try to knee him, but you it's a weird angle, and you just kind of like softly tap his chest, but not enough to do
Better
damage.
still have him grappled. Have him grappled.
Yes. Real quick, Normandy, you're going to hit the other chimp. Please roll
with
to
my
hit.
rapier. I like to think that I've drawn it.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, 13.
Okay, yeah. Roll damage.
Okay. Sorry, let me get the right thing. Come on. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so nervous that something's gonna really backfire. Okay. Rapier, 1d8. Sorry, guys. Ugh, 4. Nope. 6.
Okay. You draw your rapier, as you said, and you stab it right through its back, and you hear the monkey scream, and blood just splurts out, and it just falls to the floor. But it's still alive, but you critically damaged it, and it's looking quite bloodied. Zippy, are you doing anything, or are you just watching this?
Zippy's has a little quandary going on right now because he sees his new companions taking down his clients. And so it's a bit, but he wants to help the situation because he inspired Norman to make a decision. But
thanks,
yeah,
man.
I think Zippy might just kind of sit back with yogurt in them and kind of
Blackjack and Yogurt are standing next to Zippy, and they're like, Zippy, you gonna let them just kill your clients? That seems like a really bad business. Yeah, real bad business.
Well, with 200 signatures -1, it's not going to make a huge deal, but still, any penny counts. Or maybe we should just let it watch and play out.
If you say so, you're the boss. Well, yeah, I guess you're the boss. Boss of this business. Yeah, high five.
We got a big
3-way, high five.
Yeah, we got a big business.
Normandy, do you mind hurrying it up? I'm kind of sick of holding this bow tie.
Sorry, I'll go as fast as I can. Okay, well, if he's fallen over, then I'm just gonna hit him again. I'm gonna stab him again if he's down.
Okay, you do it. Roll
He's
the
lying
hit.
down, right? I think that his back was away from me, and then
Yes,
and then he
sure.
fell down, so I get advantage, right?
Yeah, he's kind of like on his knee, but he's like his back's still towards you. You took him by
Just
surprise.
brutalizing this monkey.
Okay, that's 15.
Okay, yeah, you hit. I'm not going to make you roll damage because it's pretty close. And you just lacerate and finish off this chimp. Elmer is now like really losing it. He's like, no, don't go in there. He's going to try and make another attack on you, Darian, because you're still restraining him. Okay, he does 3 damage. He starts clawing at your sides and like trying to claw away, like, and it gets through your leather armor a bit. And you take 3 damage.
I want to full on floor restrain him now, so like he can't keep swinging at me.
Okay.
WrestleMania, baby.
Please roll strength contest again.
All right, not bad. 16.
Not bad, not bad.
Okay, that was very close. You turn Elmer around and pin him just straight to the floor with his jaw just cracking against the concrete floor. and he's fully restrained now. You got like his arm behind his back and like the, I'm gonna break your arm position. And yeah, he's fully restrained, but he's like freaking out. He's like, no, Felix, no. And yeah.
All right. Norman, please hurry up. I'm sick of this chimp.
I totally understand. I will be as quick as I can, I promise. So the door's open, right? So
Yes.
the door behind the chimp is open right now, right?
Yes, it is still open. You go in, and no perception check needed. Okay. You can just see, it's kind of like a store closet. It's kind of like a little library room, to be honest, with all these books with different symbols on them. Like on the bind, like the spine of the book. Yeah, it's quite a small circular room, just filled with books. It's not too tall. It's just like regular room size, not like the rest of the hallway. But, yes, there is an old man there, and that's all you see.
And he's gagged, right? Like
Yes, it
can't
is.
talk?
Yes, he is gagged and tied up to a chair.
And he's tied. Okay, right. Okay, I want to tie... No. I use Mage Hand to untie the gag around his mouth.
You untie it. It gets untied, and the old man speaks. He's like, Thank you. Oh, you're too kind. Are you greeters? I thought you might come.
What's your name?
Gilbert. Sorry. Gilbert Bernstein.
Okay, does he look like he represents any kind of...
Not at all. Yeah, so Gilbert Bernstein, he's like, so sorry again. You are greeters, yes?
We're
I can see the bunny in the back wearing one of the outfits.
Yes, I'm a greeter, see?
Oh, thank goodness.
Yep, Zippy.
I thought you'd come. Thank you for rescuing me. Oh.
No, you listen here. We're gonna go. You stay here. We're gonna come back when it's safe to come get you.
Sorry. No, we need to take down Paul. I'm sorry. I'm sure you're aware of the situation with the king. Right?
What situation?
Well, Paul poisoned him. But that's not all. I need your help, please. He poisoned my granddaughter as well. He poisoned her. And...
Okay, I want to insight check this guy.
Sure, if you want to insight, you can.
14. I mean, I don't know if that's good enough to tell.
He seems to be completely telling the truth to you.
Well, listen, you look like you're in a bad spot. I don't know if, I think you might be more trouble than you're worth if we bring you with us right now. We'll come back for you, we promise.
I won't be any trouble. Please untie me. I need your help. I desperately need your help. My granddaughter, as I said, is poisoned. I guess you could say I'm one of the upper class people in Aurum.
Yeah, but how do you know that he poisoned the king?
Because he told me. He did it to the king, and then he came to my place and poisoned my granddaughter. But that's besides the point. I need your help. You're Greeters Guilds, right? I know what you want. You want grand treasures, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, that is one thing that we're looking for. You know what? I'm gonna close the door, and first I'm gonna say, you know what? One moment, please. Hold on. I'll be right back. And I close the door.
Okay, so you close the door.
All right, guys. Here, Darian, Zippy. What is this guy on the level? What do you think? I mean, if he's been down here the whole time, kidnapped by Paul, how does he know that the king was poisoned? Am I the only one that thinks that's a little off?
No, that seems pretty weird.
Because otherwise, maybe he's in cahoots with Paul. Why would his daughter get poisoned if he wasn't in on it? And it just brings up a bunch of different questions.
Ask him who his granddaughter is and why the heck you would bother poisoning her.
Okay, good point. I open the door and I say, "Hey, I'm back. Now listen, what's the deal with your granddaughter? Why would he poison her?"
She's no one special. He did it to get to me. He knows I knew where this place is. You know where we are, right?
Well, you tell me first. I want to see if you know where we are.
Of course I know. Okay, I'm surprised. This is it's not very common knowledge, but this is where the first clue for the first grand treasure was found.
What?
It was kind of the starting path towards, finding the grand treasure of Aurum. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm willing to give you whatever you want. There's one antidote. Okay? He's carrying one. I know it. I propose we take it, and if you give it to me for my granddaughter, I will give you all the information I have on a new grand treasure. And trust me, I know where it is.
You know where it is.
It seems a little too good to be true, to be honest. I say we lock the door and continue on our journey.
God, I hate moral quandaries.
Alright, I say, hold please, sorry, I'll be right back again. And I close the door, and I go and I say, hey guys, it looks like he knows where the third grand treasure is. Little caveat,
Yeah.
There is only one antidote. His daughter needs it, the king needs it.
Yeah,
It's
honestly,
a bit of a jiffy.
Look, if it's his daughter, he can make another one. Like, it's not like he's incapable.
It'll be a long process, but he'll eventually make the granddaughter.
No,
he just needs
I mean,
another daughter,
no.
and then they'll make another
Yeah,
one.
but we don't know if he's the one that made these.
Well, that's...
We don't know if he's the one that made these.
That's honestly what I'm
antidotes in
saying.
the
Like,
first place
I
at
mean,
all.
he can just keep procreating. Like, it's fine. He can make another one. We can't necessarily make another king, and the king seems to have a lot of wealth and connections, so we could probably even
Honestly,
just...
in the Bramble Patch, there's millions of granddaughters. What makes his so special?
Oh, Zippy. Yeah, replaceable.
Honestly, we could probably even get the king to force the information out of him anyway, if we're being completely honest.
You hear his voice come through, and he's like, the king's old! He's dying anyways!
Yeah, but the king's rich.
If only I knew what Paul looked like, because then I could go in there and interrogate Gilbert as Paul.
Don't we know what Paul looks like in the pictures?
No, they're just cartoons.
Yeah, you can tell he's human. That's about the most of his features you can tell.
Okay, so I get, okay guys, hold on 1 second, I got it, and I open the door again, and I go back and I say, hi, we're back, sorry for the back and forth, you know, listen, we will come to a grand decision, I promise you, and we are gonna get you out of here, but we just need to go make sure that this Paul guy is taken care of, and, we will be right back, I promise. And and then I tied it, no, I use Mage Hand, and I tie the gag back around his mouth.
As you're doing that, he's like, please, no, I need this. My granddaughter, please, she's everything. I'll give you the grand treasure. I'll hand it to you. And then the thing goes over his mouth, and you gag
We will
them.
come back for you. I absolutely promise, Gilbert. I'm a man of my word. You can trust on the word of Norman D.
He starts crying as...
On Norman's D.
Yes, Norman's
that's
D.
kind
Yes.
of an odd phrase.
Tears start streaming down his face as you close the door.
Oh, no,
Remember, my name's Mooch, and I'm from the Greeters Guild. All right, goodbye.
Yeah, tears were streaming down his face as you close the door.
I hate that.
Okay. Norman, let's just go, let's deal with Paul, and we'll deal with this afterwards.
You're right, guys. Let's do it. Darian, Zippy, let's do it. Elma, lead the way.
He's still screaming, but as you start heading left, he's like, oh, okay, yes, left.
God. Just kind of standing up, not Norman, Darian, just kind of looks at all of his, like, bumps and scratches and everything now, and is like, looks at himself and is just like, oh, Zippy, I think I'm gonna try something from your book. And he just kind of lays his hand on his chest, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. Yes, do it.
Are you doing this to show off in front of me? Is this what you're doing?
Healing. That's 10 points. 8 plus 2.
Okay.
I'm back to full health, baby.
Damn. Okay, so you guys are all good to go, and you start heading down the path, the left path. And Elmer's leading you, and he's calmed down, and he just says, well, Felix, this is the end of our journey. Paul awaits. And at the end of this long hallway is another small door with another symbol of Salem. And the doors open, and you see two windings. It's a very green room. There's lots of life and vibrancy in here, and you see two stairwells. It's like a platform goes out, two stairwells to the right and left, and then another platform and two stairwells leading up to this kind of like circular platform about 10 feet up from where you're entering the room. But it's kind of this vertical arena landscape, and you see all these monkeys on the sides, like hanging from the leaves that are in this room and the trees. It's like underground trees as well. And all of them have green eyes. And at the top of that 10-foot platform, you see the back of this person wearing a large red cape. And you hear a voice, and it goes like this. Well, Felix, I knew you were the only one who could make it this far. You know, I tried to get a hold of you through our rings, but it looks like you wanted to just go and cut me out of your life completely. I had to poison a king just to get your attention. But you can't run from me any longer, Felix. Now's the time to pay for your sins, you know. And he starts turning around, and he looks at you guys, and you can see now that it's like this hillbilly. And he's like wearing like overalls and a large red cape, and he's got messy hair and the worst teeth imaginable. And he is wearing a large amulet with a symbol of something on it. It's kind of like a boar with like a lion's tail. That's a symbol on the amulet, and it's glowing green, like the same eye green. But yeah, he's now looking at you guys, and he's like, you know,
Well, howdy.
Hello.
And you see, he like motions, and Elmer runs up to him, up the stairs and all the way up to him, and he looks at him, and he crouches down. He starts speaking to Elmer. He's like, Elmer, that's not Felix. I said bring Felix. Look at your clipboard. It says bring Felix.
I do not know what Felix looks like. I apologize. I thought he said he was him.
Are you for real right now, Elmer? I treat you like the best. I thought we had a deal. Oh my gosh, get out of here. Who are you people? What are you doing in here?
Zippy flashes the symbol on his cloak. We're from the Greeters, and we're here to take you down.
Oh, you freaking... Where's Felix? Greeter boy, where's the number one?
Zippy just went full anime. I pictured like the flash and the lights and everything, just like, we're greeters.
I clear my throat and I say, you want to know what happened to Felix? The truth is, he's dead.
No, I know that's a lie.
Well, it was worth a shot.
You think the world wouldn't know if the number one greeter was dropped dead? You must be dumber than a bag of bricks.
All right, well, I'm done with this whole escapade anyway. So, here's the thing. We're not Felix. Felix isn't coming. He never intended to come. He's nowhere near here from the information that we have. So, if you just want to...
How the hell did you pass my puzzles? Those puzzles were made only for Felix. How the hell?
Your puzzles were not very good, if I'm being completely honest. So, if we could just have that antidote and we'll be on our way, that would just be wonderful.
You see there's a chimp wearing, like, glasses and looking more intelligent than the rest behind Paul, and Paul just looks at him and he's like, you were supposed to make good puzzles! You didn't make good puzzles! And he hits him once.
Oh, hey, he's doing the best thing he can. Leave him out of this.
Yeah, you know, abusing your workers is never the best.
Okay, we can make it through this, Paul. We can make it through this situation. Okay. Whew. Well, I guess we gotta kill you. I apologize. You're supposed to be Felix, and we're supposed to have a touching reunion. Or I thought, but he skipped out again. He knows how to hurt me more than anyone. Okay, well, boys, and he starts looking at the room, and he holds up the amulet up from his chest, and he says, kill them, please! And all the chimps start going, like, nuts. And they start charging you guys. Please roll initiative.
Oh, boy.
Okay, here we go.
Heyo, that's a 20 after modifiers.
I got like...
It's a 15 for Zippy.
I got like a 3. I got a, 3.
You can't get a 3. You would have to roll a 0.
Oh, sorry. I mean a 5, like a natural 3 plus 2. I really thought that I was gonna fool him by saying that Felix was dead. I thought that would throw him off his game. Shoot.
You think the world wouldn't know if the number 1's dead? Okay. Clearly this guy didn't know that all the greeters were gone searching for another grand treasure, though. Okay. So, you see this horde of chimps coming towards you. We're gonna do this, just for listeners, we're gonna do this cleave rules. So it's a special kind of D&D 5e rule, where basically, if you do enough damage, like over and above the enemy's health, the damage carries over to the next enemy. So that's just to clear small adds out much more quickly. Anyways, Darian, you're up first, and you see about 20 chimps coming your way.
All right. Time to clean up a mess. And I pull out my sword again, and we see the shifting of the blades. But this time, Darian holds the blade in 2 hands. You see him twist a dial on the hilt and push it into the center, so it locks in, and you see it begin to glow, this weird gray glow. After that happens, he pulls the trigger on the handle and latches the locking mechanism, and you just see immediately that dial start to spin and steam start to shoot out of the handle as this little cloud starts to envelop the rest of the blade, and you just hear this like clinking and shifting of material, and all of a sudden you see his regular long sword has turned into a buster sword, and this huge blade is now holding in his hands, and he's going to give a big wide swing to try and clear these apes.
You got it. Roll the hit.
That is a... actually, just double checking. I gotta pull... I know in Buster Sword it has slightly different stats. Do you know if doesn't change my to hit, does it? Just changes the damage?
No, it doesn't.
Okay,
just the
perfect.
damage.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure. Yeah, that's an 18 then. 13 plus 5.
Okay. You slam your Buster Sword into the front row of apes. Please roll damage.
Yeah, that's a 1d12 plus... Oh, that was so crappy. But that's still going to end up being 8 damage.
Okay. As you cleave through the first row, you go through one ape and steam explodes from your blade and it cuts through him so clean, like divides the chimp's body in half. And then it goes to the next one, and the same thing happens. And it goes to the next one, and the same thing happens. You cleave 3 chimps in one go, and they're like, now they are technically 6 chimps because you divided them. But yes, you cleared out 3 chimps of the 20, just right in that one swing. And the last one got a little bit of extra damage to it.
Sweet.
So there you go. Now it is, are you done with your turn?
Yeah, that was my bonus and my action, so yeah.
Okay. Zippy, it's your turn.
Zippy sees that Darian has this pretty much under control, so Zippy decides that he's going to just go straight for Paul, and so he uses his jump ability, but the spell to enhance it as well. Like I have the jump spell as well to get right up close in front of Paul.
Zippy, you jump up above all the crowds, and it's an easy jump. It's like it's not too bad to get from where you are to the platform where Paul is. So you're landed, and you're right in front of Paul.
I toss the cloak. I have the cloak in front of me that shows the greeter symbol, just so he sees it. Tosses it behind myself. So that's more like a cape now. And then I point the straw hat that I'm wearing up, and then I just say, Zippy Westboro here, and I'm from the Bramble Patch. and I'm here to kill you.
Well, I'm Paul, and I'm here to kill you.
Well, looks. I keep trying to talk like Paul now. Well, looks like this here is a standoff. No, Connor, cut this.
Looks like this is
It's infectious.
No, keep
Connor.
it. Keep it. It's so good. Keep it in.
Just keep going, man. Keep trying. You'll get it eventually.
Looks like this is a standoff. Nah, God, I can't do it.
Are you mocking my accent? Are you trying to mimic me?
No,
Well, it sure sounds like it.
I'm just doing my best here. All right, let's get this started because I got places to be.
I agree. What do you do?
I whip out the quarterstaff and I just try to strike at his ankle because I was sufficiently good at that last time with the other monkey there in the arena.
Okay, roll to hit.
14.
Yes, that hits. Do damage.
2.
Okay, let me roll something real quick. Okay, you try to knock his ankle or his leg to like sweep him out from under him as you did the chimp previously, and you smack his leg and he's like, owie, but he's got tough hillbilly legs. They're sturdy
He's
boys.
a thick boy.
And he's like, oh, you're gonna have to try harder than that. And then and now it is Paul's turn, and he's gonna he takes out a small dagger, and he's gonna try and stab and also like kick you off the ledge because you're kind of like right on the ledge. So he's gonna roll to hit. I can already tell that does not hit. I do not have to ask. He's like, oh, I'll show you what real damage is. Whoa! And he puts the dagger, like he tries stabbing you. You like dodge to the left, and he like lunged too far, and he stumbles forward, and he falls off the platform into the pit of monkeys.
Does that do any
that
damage
are like
on him?
charging you guys? Yeah, he actually takes some fall damage. But basically mostly from the trampling that he just gets right after, not really the fall. He only takes 2 damage though. And he just falls down there, and he's like, oh, damn it! Paul, get it right! Why can't you do anything right? And that's Paul's turn. But he's now down at the base, basically at the entrance where you guys are. And Zippy, you're still up there.
Zippy stands proud over everyone.
With his greeter cape. Yeah, and Paul's kind of like entangled in his red cloak now, and in the horde. Okay, so the horde of monkeys, 17 left. They are going to charge at both Darian and Norman, and I will roll with advantage because there's so freaking many of them. Yeah, okay, and okay, both. I'm gonna just say it's kind of like one big unit to kind of make it simpler. But it hits both of you guys, and they are like clawing and punching and tearing at your hair and pulling on your horns, Normandy, and they are going to do 9 damage to each, and they're starting to overwhelm you a bit.
Oh boy,
man! I have 1 health point left. Man, I'm like just about dead.
Normandy, it is your turn.
Oh my gosh! Can I see?
Paul's
Paul?
a bit of a ways away from you, about like 8 feet forward, but it's very difficult to get to him because there's a horde of monkeys all around you, basically.
And can I see the necklace on his neck?
Yes, but it's not like you can see a direct path to it. Like there's a lot of chimps going on. Like I guess you would know where it is, but you know you're in a crowd of chimps.
DM, am I gonna? Can I use? Is Darian standing beside me?
He's right to your left, probably 3-4 feet away.
So I could use Thunderwave without hurting him. Thunderwave wouldn't hit him?
No, it would hit him.
I was going to say, I think it's a cube originating from you.
Shoot.
Yes.
Well, because I have to use Mage Hand then. I mean, because if...
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna make you make a concentration check, to be honest, because there's a lot of monkeys on you. Yeah. We'll do that. Concentration check. 1 second.
12.
You're too indecisive there, Norman.
Well, no, I don't know what else to do. I mean,
Should've ran.
If I run, they're going to get attacks of opportunity on me. I can't use Thunderwave.
You could also
I'm gonna hurt
use
Darian.
another spell.
Yeah, but all my attack spells...
Is that the only combat spell you have?
No, I have, Hellish Rebuke, but it only attacks one person. I'm surrounded by monkeys, right?
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll and add your wisdom.
16.
Okay. You have enough clarity, even in this such chaotic moment with chimps all around you pulling at your hair, to have sustained this magic hand, and you can fly it over to him. And what would you like to do?
I want to grab the necklace and I want to break it off his neck.
Okay. I'm gonna have you. Actually, I'll roll for Paul to see if he can keep it from happening.
Shoot.
You have the amulet and you take it and it starts pulling on it and you can see some beads snapping. It's like a bead necklace part, and you can see some of the beads snapping, but and it breaks off of his neck. But he grabs it out of the mage hand and recovers it.
No! I'm dead.
Paul
I'm
has
dead.
the necklace.
No.
It is not. No, it's no longer a necklace. He's just holding it. But yeah, that's how that played out.
So Mage Hand counts as a full action, right?
I believe so, especially with how you were trying to pull it off and everything. Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm gonna say, well, that didn't work. Better luck next time. And I'm gonna turn and run. I'm gonna get the hell out of Dodge.
If you run away, there is an attack of opportunity. I should probably just let you know.
No, I know, but there's nothing else I can do. I can't fight them. They're gonna hit me anyway.
Oh,
I
man.
might as well try.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
It's difficult terrain as well. And you start moving back to get away from the monkeys. So you move, it's going to be half, so 15 feet back. So you get out of the majority of the clearing. There's no more monkeys on you, really. But they do get an attack, and they're clawing at you as you're escaping. And what is your AC, Normandy?
I don't want to tell you.
This is the time to be honest.
It's 13. 13.
They hit.
Oh, no.
I'm dead. I'm unconscious.
Just to be clear, if the damage I do here, I don't think it'll happen or even possible, but basically, if I do enough damage in the negatives to make you reach your base hit points, so what's your base hit points?
18.
Okay, and you have 1 left?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So if I did 19 damage with this, you would be instantly dead, just so you know.
And it would compound if they continued to attack him after, and nothing else changed.
Yes,
it
as
would
well.
still kill him. But yeah, this could theoretically kill him. Oh no.
Okay, that is only 7 damage, so not too bad.
But I'm unconscious.
Yeah, you fall to the floor as you're leaving the room.
Master Matsumura!
Oh my god.
Fatality. Okay, it is Darian's turn.
Okay, having seen this happen, Darian's just like, damn it, Normandy. And I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike on myself, which is basically I get an increased 30 feet of movement. Going past enemies does not provoke an attack of opportunity. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over closer to Norman. And all the monkeys basically close to him, I'm going to target him for my Zephyr Strike with the Buster Sword.
Okay. So remind the listeners what Zephyr Strike does, just so they know.
So Zephyr Strike is during the concentration, once per basically casting, I can add an extra 1d8 damage to a roll that successfully hits.
Okay.
Basically, it's a big extra force shockwave. So I'm kind of hoping to go into cleave a bunch and then basically blast back any additional ones I can.
Okay. Yes, roll to hit
And-
the horde.
That is a 21, 16 plus 5.
Woo. You got it. Okay, so
All right, let's see. So first the 1d12 plus my regular bonuses, and that's going to be 10 plus 5, 15, and then plus my 1d8 plus 4. So that's plus 4. So that's 19 total.
my gosh. Okay. You go.
Like I'm given. Like this is everything.
Yeah.
Like I'm like this is like my max move here, basically. Like at this level.
You break free from the chimps that are like on you, and you circle around to the front, still in the combat, so not attack of opportunity. But
Well, Zephyr Strike prevents it.
yeah. So you slash through, and then you get to the front, and you just cleave, and you see the force, and it's just like a boom, and you can audibly hear it, and you cleave through. Yeah. You cleave through 10 chimps in one blow. You like slash through, but it's not only your blade that's so far reaching, but it's also the boom knocks them to the side and they go flying. The chimps in the back are a little bit weaker than the ones that were in the front, and they get like knocked over and they're like on the floor, but they're getting themselves up. But you significantly lessen the horde from 17 to 7 chimps. But yes, you've blasted them back. Zippy, it's your turn.
After seeing the shock and horror of Norman's poor mistake, Zippy decides to use Cure Wounds on himself.
Better safe than sorry. Okay, do it.
That's a D8, is it, right?
I
Yeah.
believe so,
D8
yeah.
Plus your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah. That is a 5.
Okay. You get 5 health back. Any movement you'd like to do, or?
I'll dangle my legs over the edge.
Oh my gosh.
What a beautiful day.
Darren looks up. Zippy, what the hell?
You seem like you've got this under control. You cleared 10 of them. I could barely hit this man's ankle.
Yeah, and Normandy's bleeding everywhere.
Yeah, but I can't do much. You want me to climb down there?
You see.
Yes, that's exactly what I want.
You see now Blackjack and Yogurt, who were at the entrance, are kind of close to the fallen Normandy now, and they are rushing over to try and do some first aid and kind of help you out a bit and stabilize you. Since for some reason they're still here, but they're useful. They're trying to stabilize you though. But now it is the monkey's turn. There's 7 of them. And they are moving as a unit, and they're coming all at Darian, trying to claw at you as well. And 15 hits.
Yeah, it
Does hit. And they are going to do some damage. 5 damage. The numbers have gone down because there's less of them now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What does that make your health at, Connor?
16.
Your max health is what?
30. So I'm 1 point above half health.
Right, yeah.
Okay, now it's Paul's turn. Paul picks himself up, and he's just like, "You boys, killing my monkeys, ruining my plans, imitating me with a terrible fake accent. I can tell you, bunny man. They said I would have more power." And as he stands up, the cloak falls off, and you can see like the overall doesn't cover his back, and you can see a tattoo of a blue rose. It's kind of like a blue rose. It's a blue flower, but it looks rose-esque. But you can see just, a big, large tattoo on his back of that. And he just holds the amulet. And he's like, give me more power, damn it! You said this would work! And he slams it across the ground, and it starts to crack. The amulet, and more green energy starts to pour out. But that's what Paul does on his turn. Now it is Norman D's turn, but we're going to make a death saving throw. Man, death saving throws on episode 1 and 3. Incredible. I told you this wouldn't be easy on you guys.
Are the tabaxis like medicating me?
Yes, but they haven't successfully stabilized you yet, so I'm going to still make you roll it.
2.
2. Okay, no. You got it. You're very lucky that wasn't a 1. You've got a 2 now, and so that means a fail. So basically how the death saving throws work is you have to roll and you get 3 successes, which are above 10, or 3 failures, which are below. If you get the 3 successes, you're stabilized. If you roll a natural D20, you stabilize immediately, and get 1 health point. But if you roll a D1, I believe it counts as 2 failures. So it's pretty bad. But yeah, that's how that works. Moving on, Darian, it's back up to you. You got 7 chimps left.
Okay. So Darian's actually starting to run out here. He's running out of steam. So I'm gonna, still with Zephyr Strike active because I have it for 1 minute. I'm gonna sprint over to Normandy. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go, I could really use some backup right now, and I'm gonna slap a Cure Wounds on him using my last spell slot. So that's gonna be 1d8 for you.
Oh, man. God
so that's
you, man.
Oh man, that's sorry, I think that's 1d8 plus charisma, right? Plus wisdom, sorry. So that's only going to be 5 though. But you're stabilized and conscious. And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to run back to the monkeys and do a... Actually, how far away is Paul?
Paul from Normandy, because he went 15 feet. It would be... it'd be like 20, it'd be 25 feet from Normandy.
Okay. So with Zephyr Strike, I have an extra 30 feet of movement. So I want to actually sprint to Paul and try and steal the amulet from his hand. Like I want to basically run through the monkeys.
Isn't that 30 feet in total for the one? Because you had to move to Normandy. So
yeah.
25...
Yeah, that's 15. So I have 60 feet total.
No, you don't.
Because it's basically
you said
30
plus...
feet. Yeah, I do. Yeah, because it's 30 plus 30. I got 30 extra from Zephyr Strike.
Yeah, it's the spell.
So 15 feet to Normandy, and then 30 or 25 feet or whatever it was, or back to Paul.
It's within your range.
So that's still, so I only would have an extra, I'd have like 10 feet afterwards. But then I'm gonna, I use this cure wounds. I think I can do as a bonus action. I could be wrong. Oh no, it's only cantrip. So that was my action. So bonus action, I'm gonna try and steal the amulet from his hand.
Yeah. Zephyr Strike makes you a speedy boy. You zip over and zip back, and...
I need to do one more thing, actually. Sorry.
Okay.
I've gone over my 2-round limit with my sword.
Oh, yes.
So I actually need to... Let me just double-check here. Sorry, Seth. So if I've gone through the 2 rounds, can I just choose to release it now and not have to deal with the overheat?
Yes.
Or if I want to keep it active, I have to make the check?
If you want to keep it active, you have to make the check.
Okay. I'll retcon this a little bit then. So as I cure wounds Normandy, the sword, I released it, and so it's gone back to its regular state now. And then I sprinted over, and now I'm going to steal the amulet with sword in regular form.
You see your sword, which was starting to overheat, starts to cool down, and it switches back to its normal base mode, and the gray gemstone that you slotted in pops out. And you have it back. But yeah, you run over to Paul, and you try and take the amulet. Please make us... We're going to do a strength contest on this one.
Oh, come on. I'm running out of steam here, boys. Oh, sorry, that was caught. Oh, damn it. That's only an 8.
He's got those hillbilly biceps. He sees you run over to try and take the amulet from him. He's like, no, you get away, you rat. This is mine. You get away. And he pulls it back, and you lose your grip on it as you tried to steal it. So Paul still has it. Zippy, it's your turn.
All right. Paul's like right below me, right? Which makes
Paul and Darian are below you. Just past them is the 7 monkeys remaining, and past them is Blackjack Yogurt and the now conscious Norman D.
Right. So I would like to fall from my perch and then land on the shoulders of Paul and then cover his eyes while hopefully Darian tries to get the amulet again on his turn.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Roll Dex, because you got to land pretty precisely. I'll give it to you.
He's a rabbit.
Right, but like I jumped to land, so I get no, never mind. Dexterity is good for me anyway, so
Acrobatics, I guess.
Yeah. All right, that's a 16.
Okay. You're like dangling your feet off the ledge, and you're like, oh, this is great. And then you're like, oh, I guess I can help. And you hop over the edge, and you land on his shoulders and cover his eyes. And you successfully did it. And he's just like, you get off me, you actual rat! You're just a big fuzzy rat! And he's just like, you get off me!
Darian, please grab the amulet now. He's so confused.
Sorry, wait for my next turn.
And then
I'll just sit
Darian...
here.
Darian freezes in place. And it's like still.
Full Final Fantasy.
Yeah, full Final Fantasy. And you see Paul is now, it's his turn, and he's going to try and shake you off. Zip. He's like, get off me! I wrestle gators more than you! And he is going to, we'll do a strength contest to see if you hold on. You don't have to roll. I already did it. And it's not going to work unless you roll the worst possible option. I apologize. He rolled terribly. He tries to wrestle you off, but your claws dig further into his eyes, and, you do 2 damage to his eyes. He's just like, oh, you damn gator! Oh, get off of me! And he, again, takes the amulet and slams it against the ground, and you see it starts to crack more, and this time it starts like really glowing with the green energy. And you can see the 7 remaining chimps' eyes are starting to flicker. And yeah, it looks, and you hear crackling of energy, magical energy. It looks quite unstable. But yes, that was Paul's turn. Now it's the monkey's turn. And they see, that you guys are attacking Paul. And they rush over to you guys, but they're only going to attack actually Zippy because you're riding him. So they're going to roll to hit. 16 hits.
I must get an advantage on that though, because it would be hard for them to hit me if I'm just kind of being tossed around on his back, right?
No, actually, because I don't think so. You're not getting so tossed around. He didn't really toss you. He rolled really badly.
Okay.
But 16 hits, I suppose?
Yeah.
Okay. They do 1 damage. They're lightly patting your back.
That feels so nice.
It's almost incredible.
Norman, you got knocked down from this?
You know what? I got no comment on that one.
Blackjack and Yogurt are now with you, Normandy, and they're like, Normandy, you okay? You okay, Normandy? You got pretty beat up. Darian just saved you. We tried to help. Yeah, we tried to help, but I'm not good with this stuff. You okay?
You didn't lick me, did you?
Only a little.
Finally a pussy that licks back.
Blackjack's like, oh, damn straight! Yeah, it's your turn.
I say, looks like I'm on a roll, and I do Tasha's hideous laughter on Paul.
Okay. I believe he needs to make a DC or a saving throw, right? Wisdom?
Yeah, that's going to be... do you want me to explain what that is? Or?
Yeah, go ahead for the listeners.
Okay, so... sorry, wrong spell. A creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter as If this spell affects it, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration. A creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less is not affected. At the end of each of its turns, it can, and each time it takes damage, it can make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so I will roll for that saving throw.
DC 13.
Wisdom is not Paul's strong suit. I'm sure you're not surprised, but yes, it goes through.
Boom!
No damage, correct? Right? You said.
Yeah, no damage. I would.
So Zippy's on his back. There's monkeys surrounding him. Darian's there, but he's frozen because it's not his turn. And Zippy's eyes are digging into Zippy's paws are digging into Paul's eyes. And Paul just starts laughing. He's like, oh, yeah, why am I laughing? And he just starts losing it, and he falls to the floor, and he's just like rolling in laughter, and the amulet falls out of his hand as he like holds his belly like to contain his laughter. Darian, it is your turn.
Perfect. I'm going to pick up the amulet.
Yes.
Amulet, get. You've got it.
Nice.
It's unstable, and you can feel it like vibrating in your hands.
Oh gosh.
Eat it, Darian, eat it.
Dear gosh, Zippy. Okay, I'm gonna hold the amulet and like outstretch it towards the chimps that are there, and just go cease.
You do that, and all the chimps freeze, and they're looking at you now. And Paul on the floor is like, "Oh, don't you do that!" He's still laughing.
Can I make an Arcana check? Like, does it feel like it's going to like explode?
Please make an Arcana check.
Okay. That is a 16.
Okay. It feels like it's gonna explode. you can tell this is gonna magically explode very soon.
Okay.
Put it in Paul's mouth and kick him away.
So Darian, looking at this amulet, having stopped the monkeys, realizing what's about to happen, just chucks it at like basically the wall adjacent to them, like to get it away from them.
Okay. You throw it over there, and it hits the wall, and that's all it needed to like go unstable now. And it explodes with green magical energy. It's like a huge green wall of light just hits all of you. Please make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Just Arian?
All of you. Actually, sorry, Normandy, not you. You're kind of around the corner.
Okay.
I got a 23.
Zippy, are you still wanting to hold his eyes and back while he's on the floor laughing, or no?
No. Well, now that he's on the floor and he got the amulet, I hopped off.
Okay.
Would this be an effect of like being like charmed essentially?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay, because then my Fey ancestry, I get advantage on that, which is a good
There you
thing.
go.
The first one was bad. And you said plus wisdom, so that's a 14 instead of 3.
Okay.
That was almost really bad.
What did you get, Zippy?
23.
Okay, wow. Okay,
Oh, wow.
and Paul?
Zippy's fine.
Okay.
Zippy didn't even know it hit.
Paul,
What's the matter with you people?
so the green wave hits you, but all of you kind of like turn away at the last second and cover your eyes, and the wave passes and you feel this intense magical energy, but you can hear Paul start turning his laughter into screams, and as you look again, the green light is gone, but Paul's eyes are green, glowing green now, and he's on the floor just like frozen, and all the monkeys are still just frozen standing there, just looking off into the distance with no point or reason. But yes, combat is over. Congratulations.
Wow. Obviously, I was the MVP of that. Just took a nap halfway through. Darian!
Gosh.
Are you okay? Zippy, are you alright?
Norman, death is not a funny thing to laugh at. I'm quite concerned that you made a mockery of your near-death experience.
Well, you gotta laugh it off, or else, you're just gonna... You just fall into a pit of despair,
I see that you're...
Well, I mean, we've all been there, right?
Oh, I mean, of course, yeah.
As you are talking,
No.
all the chimps and Paul are still just frozen, staring blankly with their green eyes, and slowly you start to see them melt, just like they do for all the other green-eyed people that you've seen before. And they start to melt out of their sockets, and they all just collapse, and they are all dead on the floor.
My clients! No!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah,
on.
what about Elmer?
Elmer is dead in the corner. Yeah, you
Oh,
see him. You see
Elmer.
his eyeballs are melted out of his skull.
Just think of all that capital lost, all those free samples.
Oh,
Question,
man.
if we had failed that, would we have just died?
Well, I think you guys have found a way to cure the green eyes. So there's a way. But yeah, very close to
Wait a minute,
death.
wait a
Sure,
minute.
if you didn't figure it
I-
out.
I
gosh.
run to Paul's body,
Okay.
and before he falls, I say, "What's the cure? Wait, what's the cure?"
He's dead. But you can search his body.
Shoot, yeah, I guess so. Okay, yeah.
Okay. You search his body, and I'm going to have you roll investigation check.
Okay.
I'll assist him,
Okay.
so you can get advantage.
Advantage on
Hi,
that.
Darian. How's it going? You want to help me look through this dead body?
Yes.
Okay, here, you get those pockets. I'll get these ones. I got nothing in mine. Absolutely nothing.
You get advantage. You get a second roll.
Ooh, okay, never mind. I'm looking again. Ooh, 17.
Okay. That is very good. You are searching through his bodies, and you find this little vial. It's like a little potion vial of clear liquid, which you assume is the antidote. In his other overall pocket, you do, however, also find a ring. Just a regular old, it looks like just a regular golden ring, but it has just like two circles on it for a symbol engraved in it. Just two circles side by side. So
Can I make a religion check on that?
you can make an Arcana check.
Okay. 22.
You can tell these are rings of communication. These ones specifically, I know regular rings of communication in D&D, they're like a 1 mile length, but these are special rings of communication, specifically rings that communicate to one other ring in the world. Apparently Felix's ring, from what you've gathered before. So you have potentially this ring that could contact the number one greeter, Felix. So yeah, you can add that to your inventory, ring of communication. You have to attune to it though, but we'll get to that another time.
Okay.
Anyways, as you all pick yourselves up from the battle and you see the carnage around you, you have successfully gotten the cure. But next, we'll have to see whether you go with Gilbert's pleas or save the king. Find out next week on Cheaper by the Dungeon.
Oh dear, another trouble.